And good evening. We have reached the halfway point, believe it or not, of this 2025 football regular season here tonight in Fayetteville as the Forrest Rockets 3-1 on the season. They will take on the Tigers of Fayetteville, who come in with an overall mark of 1 win and 3 losses on the season. Good evening, Troy Cashin, soon to be joined by Mr. Noble Mays. We will be without our sidekick once more, Ricky Sweeney, tonight. He is having some cataract surgery, and he will be back with us hopefully next week at home, where we begin the first of 3 more games at home. This, of course, the final road game for a while for the Forrest Rockets as they take on the Tigers here this evening. Weather has turned out to be pretty nice. When we got here, there was a chance of rain, some dark clouds in the background, but it is cooled considerably. Still, I think maybe a slight chance of rain somewhere around game time. We will hope that that dissipates as well and leaves us with a really nice football evening here tonight, as these two teams who have played in district region competition the last few years and have really had some heated matchups, they get together this year in a non-region matchup where the Rockets get ready, their last tune-up before they head into region play next week, where it will be Sequatchie County rolling into town. So for the Rockets, they would love to get back on the winning track after that tough loss last Thursday night against East Hickman. They were playing on a short week. Now they get the extra day this week as they head in to take on Fayetteville. Do want to mention everyone, Mr. Peter Wilson and the birthday boy with us here tonight, Mr. Jace Schilling. Jace, happy 19th birthday to him tonight as he is joining us and helping us to bring you Forrest Rocket football here this evening. And before I go any further, I would like to wish my lovely wife a happy 27th anniversary today, as she has graciously allowed me to go to the football game here tonight. So happy anniversary to Dawn out there. Folks, looking for a good one here tonight. Fayetteville's record 1-3 on the season, but do not let that fool you. They have played some quality competition throughout the first part of this season, and if you had any doubt, you kind of looked last week. Cornersville came in to the contest against Fayetteville undefeated. Fayetteville was winless, and Fayetteville takes home a pretty easy victory last week over Cornersville, a game that many of us thought would be pretty tight. Fayetteville ends up taking that one in relative ease over the Bulldogs, gets them into the win column as they come in tonight. It is the Fayetteville Tigers homecoming here tonight. So the Rockets are thinking, hey, we would love nothing better than to defeat Fayetteville, and a little cherry on top would be to ruin homecoming for the Tigers. Let's take a look at that Fayetteville Tigers schedule early in the season. They started off with a game at Columbia Academy. Of course, Columbia Academy moved over into the private ranks a few years ago. CA defeats Fayetteville 36-25. Then it was a date with Friendship Christian, another private school that defeats Fayetteville in a wild shootout, 50-48. Then it was Gordonsville coming here to Fayetteville. They are always tough. Rockets know all about Gordonsville. 42-12, Gordonsville wins over Fayetteville. And then last week, it was the 52-15 win over Cornersville. That one on the road for the Tigers as it gets them into the win column as they will get set to take on Forrest tonight. Before Noble arrives, we're going to take a couple of commercial breaks. We'll be back. We'll have our interviews with Coach Justin Palmer in just a few moments. But first, we're going to hear from some of our fine sponsors. We'll return after this here on TC Sports 1.
Apex Bank has been named the #1 community bank in Tennessee by Independent Community Bankers of America. Located at 118 South Horton Parkway, we offer everyday checking, CDs, and personal loans. Secure, convenient online banking. Bank anytime, anywhere. We're your neighbors, proud to sponsor local events like the Forrest High School Fish Fry. Apex Bank, 931-246-7105. Apex Bank, building stronger communities together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your one-stop shop to keep your auto running smoothly is J&J Automotive. From routine maintenance to brakes, front-end alignments, suspension work, oil changes or AC work, all the way to transmission replacements or engine swaps, J&J has got you covered. See Mr. Vince or Mr. Matt Jackson at their location at 1791 Highway 99 Chapel Hill, or give them a call at 931-364-5602. Keep your vehicle in tip-top shape at J&J Automotive.
In the heart of Chapel Hill, there's a small-town grocery with a big selection, Brooks Grocery. From crisp produce to shelves full of your favorite brands, Brooks has it all. The deli offers a hot bar daily and even sushi. At Brooks, the employees aren't just staff, they're your friends and neighbors. With new items arriving all the time, you might just find your next favorite food at Brooks. Don't be chicken to try something new at Brooks Grocery. Big selection and hometown heart. They call him the real Dr. J. No, not the basketball legend, Dr. Jeffrey Jordan. He may not dunk, but he does bring slam dunk vision care to Lewisburg. And his team, nearly 100 years of combined experience. We're still trying to figure out how they all started in middle school. But jokes aside, Advanced Eye Care Clinic takes your vision seriously. From cutting-edge technology to a warm, beautiful office at 815 East Commerce Street, you're in great hands. Call 931-359-4373 today. Your eyes will thank you.
At Elite Electrical, our team of licensed professionals brings precision and care to every project. From residential upgrades, light commercial installation, rewiring homes, or installing energy-efficient lighting in businesses, our expertise shines through in everything we do. Elite Electrical now offers HVAC services for both residential and light commercial projects as well. You can trust Elite Electrical to power your world with safety and excellence.
Chapel Hill is growing, and so is First Commerce Bank. With new locations opening, we're making it easier to serve you wherever life takes you. New technologies have provided many new windows to help make your banking experience easier, but our commitment to personal service hasn't changed. We're right here with you, supporting what matters most. Other communities are now finding out what Marshall Countyans have known for over 20 years. First Commerce Bank, your first choice for hometown banking. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
And welcome back as we get set for game time here in Fayetteville. As you can see, overcast skies, but the humidity has definitely decreased here in the last hour and a half. Had the threat of rain, but it seems like we didn't get the rain, but we did get the cooler temperatures maybe behind the front. So should be a pretty comfortable evening here tonight in Fayetteville, at least for the fans. As we get a rare opportunity, most of the time we don't get the cheerleaders directly in front of us, so we get a little chance to let you see the cheerleaders in action here tonight as they will perform right here in front of our vantage point. Tonight we are on the visitor side tonight, actually, in the stands. So camera angle may be just a little bit lower than normal, but we will be here with you, and of course Jace will do a great job with the camera angles tonight that he can give you here this evening as the Rockets get set to take on the Tigers here tonight. Let's do a couple of things here. I apologize, it got really busy. Didn't have our normal pregame. Did not get a chance to interview the band or the cheerleaders this week. Thursday afternoon, usually when we do that, some things came up at work and didn't get a chance to go over. So we do want to get our couple of interviews in. First of all, I want to let you hear from our player of the week last year, young man who is beginning to come into his own, Mr. Jacob Tincher. He was our All-Star Trophies and TC Sports 1 player of the week. Let you hear from him now on TC Sports 1. And we are with our All-Star Trophies and TC Sports 1 player of the week, Mr. Jacob Tincher. And for you, got to be pretty fun. Junior now, got to watch you all through middle school coming up. Is the game kind of slowing down for you now?
Kind of, just figuring it out a lot more. Stuff's becoming kind of easier in a way, just understanding the game a lot more.
Speed-wise, of course, we saw you get to flash that speed on the reverse. Talk a little bit about that feeling of getting down the field and being able to really just run like a deer.
Yeah, nothing like it. Breaking tackles, just seeing the field. It's fun to actually get out and use my speed. Just seeing that open field is just nothing like it.
You got so many weapons on this team. You think about Cruz and Mitchell and all those guys at receiver. Talk about, how fun it is kind of to have, that nobody can really focus on any one player and that you may get some good matchups during the game.
Yeah, it's good to know that we can, go to one thing and be successful in passing the ball, but also, we have that backup if they start, getting on us and guarding us. We can just hand the ball off to Quincy and, it's an easy touchdown.
For you, we talked about the offense has been so good. You've been pretty lonely in your other duties as a punter. How much do you get to work on that?
Well, we normally get to work on punting about 3 times a week. They kind of keep us running through it. They keep it sharp. We know what we're supposed to do, when we're supposed to do it, and we're prepared for it. But our goal is to try and keep the punt team off the field the best that we can.
How tough is it for you, like, to be offense, then have to turn around and focus immediately on trying to get the best punt off?
Well, it's kind of tough, but we run through it good, and it's coached very well, so it comes pretty easy.
What's been the most fun about this team this year?
Just how close we are, how good of a team we are. We're all like brothers, and it's just a good family around here.
Well, man, we certainly appreciate your efforts, and congratulations for being our Player of the Week.
Thank you.
And we certainly enjoy getting to talk with the players. One of my favorite things to get to do is learn a little bit more about the young men and get a chance to interact with them. Folks, I don't have to tell you, we've got a great group of young men who are not only good football players, but as good off the field as they are on the field. And something to really be proud of. Had Mr. Jacob Tincher this week. And the other thing we enjoy is Coach Palmer, it is really easy. Sometimes it's a little more difficult to do interviews. It's always been pretty easy with Coach Palmer because just going in, sitting down, talking football, and we probably have double the amount that we have on tape here, but always get a chance to sit down. Love to get a chance to sit down and pick Coach Palmer's brain and see, exactly what he thinks, where the matchups are for this week and what he's thinking about this upcoming week. And we got a chance, of course, as he's always gracious to sit down with us and give us some time. Do want to let you hear from Coach Justin Palmer here as we get set for the arrival of Mr. Noble Mays here in just a few moments.
And our Coach's Corner segment for this week, Coach Justin Palmer, another big test for you. We talked about the differing styles that you face this year. You're going to go from, again, one style of offense with that single wing from East Hickman that was successful to a Fayetteville team that's got all kinds of athletes. You think about Mount Pleasant all over again, that they're going to challenge you with their speed and their quickness.
Yeah, it's 2 completely different weeks of prep especially for our defense. Going against a East Hickman type offense, and now more of a spread look from Fayetteville City, and that's how it is in high school football. Though I think that's one of the more difficult things about coaching high school sports is it's a different offense every week pretty much, and a lot of times teams will change their whole offense within a week. So I think at the next level in college and pro, you don't see that as much as you do in high school, and so it keeps these defensive coaches up late at night, I know, and I'm trying to help them figure out what's best as far as how we align and who we need to play and things like that too. So, but that's what also keeps it interesting too, right?
We talked about, East Hickman probably for them played the perfect game. Offensively, they scored each time they had the ball. Defensively, of course, they had trouble against our offense. You think about at the end of that game, you're still driving to score to get down, less than one possession again. What do you come away with? I know everybody hates a loss, but when you lose a game like that, you always want to take something away. What's the takeaway from this one?
I think that we're not there physically yet. Was my biggest takeaway from it, and then we played them again in JV on Monday, and they were more physical than us even in JV, and so that's what I told our JV guys after the game is this offseason that needs to be our goal is that next year when we play East Hickman that we match their physicality, and that's what we're going to work towards this offseason is being the more physical team against somebody that we clearly aren't. And so, for our guys that are seniors, they're probably not going to get to that point this year, just because there's not a whole lot you can do in the weight room or off season with them. They don't have another one. But for our younger guys, that's got to be the goal, is to get as physical as a team like that.
Everybody loves to win. You're on cloud 9, floating along. After the loss, what do you see this week as far as guys learning, guys taking that loss the right way?
Yeah, you got to learn from it and move on. It's not the end of the season, and hopefully the things that we needed to fix, we get those fixed. And the word this week is heart, and I didn't think we played with a lot of heart Thursday. And I know we were tired, and it was a short week, and trust me, I made plenty of mistakes as far as handling that week, and things that I had to learn from too, and I will learn from those. So I ask our players to do the same thing. But really, once the game got there, I just didn't feel like we played with a lot of heart, and I want to see them play that way this week at Fayetteville City.
You talked about having the short week. We had the opposite. You got the extra day. How has that been for you?
I think that's been good. One, it's given them some rest. It's given us some extra time to prep for Fayetteville City and watch some extra film and things like that too. So, that short week was tough, and it's been nice having one extra day.
As a play caller, you always look, our offense has been virtually unstoppable. It's been just, little near misses, those kind of things on big play attempts that maybe hold us back. Do you go back in a week like this where you have an extra day, do you kind of go back and self-scout to see what maybe other people may think your tendencies might be at this point?
Oh, yeah, we always break all that stuff down and look at it. And, you can do, I used to really look at that a little more, I guess, and I still have it in the back of my mind to try to break tendencies in certain ways as far as formations or first down calls, whatever. But at the same time, you got to keep doing what's working. It seems kind of foolish to get away from that, whether you're breaking tendency or not, when things are going good and your offense is rolling. And so there's a balance there of saying, hey, you got to prove you can stop this first, and trying to keep the defense on their toes as well.
Talk about for you, with the advent of so much technology, are you still more of a field coach, or do you look at the numbers more?
Yeah, the analytics I know are a big part of it, and still at the end, I think you got to, especially in high school, probably more so than the other two levels of football. I think I go off of feel more, but I do look at numbers and things like that too. But at the end of it, I guess, when you're dealing with kids, versus dealing with grown-ups, which is what college and pro coaches are dealing with, kids are much more emotional. And I talked to Coach Simpson, who's the head coach at UT Martin one time, and I asked him, so we were sitting down, and I asked him, I said, why do you think that play action works better at the college level than it does at the high school level? And he said it was funny because they had, I guess, an NFL coach in that week, and they were talking ball in the off season or whatever, and he said, well, I asked that guy the same thing. And so I just always thought it's because you watch some of those games and they play action and guys are running wide open, and I'm like, we never get people running wide open 30 yards down the field. And he said that the pro coach told him that, well, if I've got a guy that he's reading a certain thing, and if he sees that, he is expected to come down. Let's say he sees a run read by, he's looking at the right tackle or whatever, and that guy gives him a run read, and he's supposed to come downhill. Well, if he doesn't do that, then that guy's going to lose his job. So it's really, they can count, those offensive coaches can count on those defensive players doing a certain thing if they give them that look. For in college, that guy's on scholarship, and now even, they're getting paid millions of dollars, some of them. Well, if they don't do exactly what they're told to do, they're going to either lose that scholarship, be told to hit the transfer portal, or maybe lose some of their NIL. And he said, well, now your guys in high school, you usually don't have anybody else right behind them to replace them. They're not going to really lose anything. They are the best you have on the team out there. So if they don't do exactly what they're supposed to do, they probably get away with it a little bit. And so I always thought that was a really interesting conversation, and it made a lot of sense to me that's really how, you see that work. And so when dealing with these high school kids, who knows what kind of day they've had on a Friday, leading up to that game, or who knows what their plans are for after the game or Saturday, that they just have so many other things going on. It's almost impossible not to coach or call a game without feel. I think you have to try to feel what's going on with your team and have your finger on the pulse, because they're kids.
I think that's the interesting thing that you touch on, because there are so many other factors outside of just the normal preparation, because you got to look, as you said, who's having a good week this week, who may be tearing it up, who may be having a down week, just knowing how to do that. And like I say, you don't have as many constants at this level.
Right. Yeah, you're exactly right. And so, we've had a good week of practice, and there's been some guys in some different spots, and so it's all about seeing, hey, can this guy step up? Can he handle the pressure that comes with being in the spot? And the guy that maybe lost his spot, what's his response? Is he just okay with it? If he's okay with it, then that kind of says, well, maybe he shouldn't have been in there to start with if he's not willing to fight for his job back, And if he's not okay with it, has he raised his level of play? Is he paying more attention to the details that maybe cost him his starting spot? And so all that is just, all week long, that's what goes on. And then on Friday, it may be different, because you got a bunch of guys who are gamers and who show up, and those drive you nuts.
That's the tough thing, because, you got guys that may not be the best practice players, but when you stick them in the game, they stand out.
Yeah, it just will drive you crazy, and because you want that consistent effort and attention to detail all the time. And, I mean, the facts are sometimes those kids just aren't like that, and they're going to show up on Friday nights.
They wait till you turn the lights on.
That's it. When the lights are on, they're just different guys. And like I said, man, those are the ones that drive you nuts.
One final thing. This has turned into a pretty good rivalry. Everything has been right down to the wire. Talk about the preparation. I'm sure it makes it a little bit easier this week to have a team that, hey, we know we're going to get their best shot. We better be ready.
Yeah, even though this is not a region game anymore, this is an important game in our season. We're at the midway point, and
which in itself is hard to believe.
That is hard to believe for sure. And coming off of a loss. You don't want things to snowball. You want to get back on the right track here, and we've got a good chance to do that at Fayetteville City.
Coach, as always, appreciate your time.
All right, thanks. Go Rock.
And welcome back. It's always a pleasure to get to speak with Coach Palmer. You look down and you spent 10, 12 minutes, and you really think you've been talking about 2. So he's always great to talk football with. We certainly appreciate him taking his time out to indulge us every week, and we certainly enjoy that time together. So, folks, Noble Mays join us. Noble, good trip over?
It certainly was. Got caught up in the homecoming festivities there and had to wait on some of the students there to get announced so I could make my way into the stadium. T-Roy.
Talking a little bit earlier, Noble, this game, you look at the records, Fayetteville 1-3, Rockets 3-1, but Fayetteville played a tough schedule early on, and you had that game last week against Cornersville. You think the Bulldogs much improved. Fayetteville ends up going into Cornersville and taking a big win there against the Bulldogs last week. So, speaking with the Fayetteville folks, they've said, hey, we really thought 0-3. We had played 3 really quality teams and felt like it was going to be our turn to succeed, and that's what they did last week. Homecoming here for them tonight, as, of course, Forrest would love nothing better than to ruin the festivities here this evening as they get set to take on the Tigers. Noble, we saw last Thursday night just a different dichotomy of what you look at in a team in East Hickman. They came in with one single focus, and that was running the football. They did it so well with Micah Godfrey. Micah, 281 yards on the ground. East Hickman did not run the football pass the football one single solitary time all game long. That is something I'm sure that the coaches from the Rockets talked an awful lot about. I know they did this last week, of being able to contain the run. Coach, his word of the week was heart. He talked about having heart this week. He wanted them to go out, play hard, be intense this week, and they're going to be tested. Fayetteville, as we know, is kind of the athlete comparison is going to be Mount Pleasant. They've got a ton of athletes. They have a lot of quickness, a lot of speed. They've got some size as well, Noble, but I think the comparison is Mount Pleasant, and they will be a very tough out here tonight, especially on their home field. And the Rockets will have to be able to get a few stops defensively, and then that offense, it's been pinging right along. 34 points last week in the loss, and you've got the dynamic Quincy Mitchell. He's probably going to rewrite every record book known to Forrest football before he leaves here.
I'm going to start where you left off at, T-Roy, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of folks who've heard me make this statement before, but not only will he have all the records in the record book, but they will not be touched. There will not be a comp as far as the record book, because think about it, T-Roy, just from a mathematical standpoint, not often do you get the luxury to start to be the key feature in any offense as a freshman, first of all. So when you start to think about that, but then when you start to think about how dominant he has been, then you got to think, usually you got to wait your turn, sit on the bench a couple years before you even get to showcase your skill set. But to showcase his skill set as a freshman and to be as dominant as he is, and you compile that over the course of 4 years, again, you might as well go ahead and put his picture frame in the lobby at the school. And when I say put his picture frame in the school, I don't mean wait till he go off to college. I mean you need to put his picture frame up there while he's in high school. But when you talk about the opposing team and the comp that you provided to the audience that's listening in and viewing is Mount Pleasant. That's a heavy praise to give this Fayetteville City team here. We always know that they're going to have athletes, but also what I heard from the opponent they played last week when they matched up against Cornersville, they have some size that normally does not go with the Fayetteville City. And when you start to put all those variables together, athletes, size, talent, speed, when you put all that together, that's a deadly combination, T-Roy.
Here's one thing I want everybody to look at early on. In Coach's conversation with me, he said, hey, we have Fayetteville has number 79, William Riddle. Riddle is the reigning region MVP lineman for his region. He said, I told Mitchell Todd this week, the challenge is yours. We're going to line you up on Riddle, mano a mano, go get him.
Now help me out again. I know Coach said Hart, but no, sir. I got the William Riddle. Who did Coach provide that challenge to?
Mitchell Todd.
Okay, and let's stay there for a second, T-Roy. Okay. Since Coach presented Mitchell Todd with that challenge, you and I, we just sit around and we get to comment on what we see. But Coach, not only is he coach, but you know as well as I do know, coaches have a relationship with the players, and that's that old adage they say, players will run into a brick wall for Coach. So if Coach can provide that challenge, I'm comfortable enough to say this to you now. What you and I was looking for last week, we were trying to figure out who was the individual that could win one-on-one. Who was the individual that could be challenged to say, I'm going to line up in front of my man? Because when we think about last week, what you and I was trying to put our finger on is how do you stop that offense? And since they were so close together, that gap integrity that we talk about often, it's hard to penetrate and it's hard to blitz through the gap. So what has to happen is somebody has to win up front. And you have to have someone who's going to beat their man up front at the point of contact. So coming in, it was real clear. At the point of contact, somebody has to win at the line of scrimmage. So you're going to have to push your lineman into the pocket, T-Roy. And if Todd is the one that Coach challenged, then here's what I'll do for Todd. I'll call his name all night if he does his job.
And we were hoping that you do just that very thing. We're going to go down to the field. PA address announcer getting set for our recognitions here and then our playing of our national anthem.
Concession stand and restrooms are located in the gym lobby of Fayetteville Middle School. We also want to remind you, please, you're welcome to sit in the stands or sit and stand along the track, but do not go past the white ropes onto the grass. This game is being played according to the rules and regulations of the Tennessee Secondary Schools Athletic Association. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play, and each one is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this game at a high level of sportsmanship. If you would now, please stand for the playing of our national anthem of the Fayetteville High School Marching Band.
And a homecoming rendition of our national anthem by the Fayetteville City Band as we inch closer to kickoff here at Fayetteville City High School. Let's take a commercial break, and we'll be back with more here in just a few moments.
At Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee, we've called this state home for generations, which means we've been helping folks protect what matters most for over 75 years. Whether it's your car, your home, or the life you're securing, we're here with coverage that fits Tennessee. Bundle your coverage with us. If you're looking for one place to cover your insurance needs, no one is better suited to cover Tennessee than a Tennessean. Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Tennessee Insurance for Tennessee Life.
See your local agents, Scott Bond or Troy Cashin. Looking to tackle your next big project? At Equip Go Rentals, we've got the tools and the equipment you need. From skid steers, mini excavators, trenchers, and stump grinders to everything in between, we provide reliable, high-quality rentals to help you get the job done right. Whether it's construction, landscaping, or a home project, count on Equip Go for affordable rates, dependable service, and the right tools every time. Stop by our 401 North Horton Parkway location in Chapel Hill or give us a call at 931-364-RENT. And welcome back as we get set for kick time as the teams getting set to make their way onto the field here tonight. Troy Cashin, Noble Mays, minus Mr. Ricky Sweeney. Want to send out get well wishes to Ricky as he's had some cataract surgery over the last couple of weeks. He will hopefully be back with us next week at home as we begin a nice streak of 4 weeks where we don't have to go on the road. 3 games at home and then the bye week, of course, before we finish up the season at Pulaski and Watertown.
And Mr. Sweeney, looking forward to seeing you, sir. Yes, indeed.
We definitely miss Mr. Ricky Sweeney. Again, folks, I just want to say happy birthday to Jace. Jace spending his birthday here with us tonight. Helping to bring you the camera work here. Jace, happy birthday to him. Mr. Peter Wilson, of course, his great self as always as we bring you Forrest football here on TC Sports 1. Noble, let's go to the Rockets just a little bit. You talked about Quincy Mitchell, and I kind of jotted down a few stats this week. 82 carries, 917 yards, averaging 11.2 yards per carry is Quincy, and 11 TDs. And you talk about variety in your touchdown runs. 4, 6, 16, 40, 45, 58, 72, 74, 85, 94, and 99-yard touchdown runs for Quincy Mitchell.
let's add this to the stats as well, T. Roy, and I hope when I make this statement, you don't have to correct me because that means I'm wrong. There's not one single game Quincy Mitchell has ever played in high school athletics, in football, where he has not hit the century mark.
You know what? I hadn't thought about that, but I think you're right.
I'm putting it out there for you, T. Roy. You can do your stats, all right? You can check your stats, but there is not one single game where this young man has never hit 100 yards, and that's the reason why I say go ahead and put him in your record book, because there's not another player who's ever played football who can tell you that he played for 4 years and did not have one game where he didn't go under 100 yards.
Here's the thing, Noble. You think about last year. If you just gave someone stats for a freshman and said he got 1,300 yards as a freshman, you would think, wonderful, what a great season. And it was. But the thing about it was he played, 6.5 games. He missed almost half a season, and he still turned in the performance that he turned in. And I would love to take credit and say that I saw this coming from day one. The one thing I may have underestimated, I thought it might take him a little while to catch up with the speed because of him not being a large young man initially coming onto the field. I thought maybe it might take him, the first year to kind of get accustomed to the high school size and speed. What I didn't take into consideration is the heart of that young man, the drive to be better. You see him all the time on social media, work. He's got a ton of God-given talent with it. I refer to him as kind of a Michael Jordan. He's your best player, but he's also your hardest worker. You don't find that very often. That is a true unicorn, and Quincy Mitchell, just Forrest fans, enjoy him while you got him.
And T. Roy, that shows your integrity, sir. That's how you introduced me to Quincy Mitchell last year. The evolution of Quincy Mitchell was, you told me how he was in middle school. And if you go back and listen, it's live. You have it on record, T. Roy. In your first broadcast of doing Quincy Mitchell's first high school game, you communicated exactly that. You said, one, you thought it was going to take Quincy Mitchell a little while to adapt, to adjust to the speed of this game. But then you corrected it quickly after you seen Quincy Mitchell at high school level, and you said they're going to have to adjust to him. And also throughout that season, you talked about his character. And everybody I met in the community spoke about it as well. So that young man coming out the gate made it real clear that he was going to make his mark on this game.
Now, I'm going to tell you something else that you will be just as happy about is that young man got baptized as well. This last week.
Oh, that warms my heart. I don't know that you could have told me anything better than that. Yes, indeed, Quincy Mitchell, and you will find that being baptized and joining the rest of us, being family, as I love to call, we all family, brothers and sisters now. And here's the thing, T. Roy, that will take him way farther than this football game. We'll welcome Quincy Mitchell, Christian. Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir. We've got our captains out as the Rockets getting set to make their way onto the field. It's going to be Jackson Kramer, Brady Pardee, Mitchell Todd, and Blaze Bourne. And you think about, Jace, if we can, let's get a shot of our captains. I just want to capture a close-up of our captains heading out. I just want you to see the size. Blaze Bourne is no small young man, number 71. Just see how big Mitchell Todd is. That is a large young man, well put together. He probably goes 6'5", and I'd say at least 275, 280, if not more. But that is a rather large young man. He is going to be tasked, again, as we talked about in our pregame, if you're just joining us, in stopping the lineman of the year in the region for Fayetteville, William Riddle. That's going to be a good matchup to watch tonight.
And Troy, let's slow it down for the folks at home who really enjoy the matchup you just said. If Riddle is the guy for Fayetteville City, then what that means is Fayetteville City plans on running a lot of offense right off of him, and right off of his buttocks is where probably 65, 70% of the plays will go. And what that means, if Mitchell Todd does his job, here's what you should hear, T-Roy. You will not hear Mitchell Todd making many tackles, but you will hear those linebackers. So what you will see, I want to go ahead and look at the captains. Blaze Bourne, number 71. You will hear his name quite often because the gap will be wide open for him to be able to come up and make those tackles. And you quite often may get a double team on Mitchell Todd, so you'll get an opportunity to hear Jackson Kramer, number 50's name called as well, and you'll get a chance to hear Brady Party, 51's name called. So those captains there, they probably will have a superior night tonight, and it mainly will be because of the senior you see there and Blaze Bourne, number 71.
You know, when you think about one of the things that we really enjoy each and every year is because you have a few fixtures that you're going to get that may start as sophomores or even like Quincy as a freshman, but you get those guys from year to year that you see mature and take the next step. And you're looking at a guy in Kramer especially who's worked his way up. Now he gets his chance. He's doing really well. So proud of that young man for how he has stepped up. You got some guys. You had Blaze Bourne, Pardee both hadn't played football in a while. They come out and they're really helping out this team. So, you know, they talk about, and that's the one thing you come back to. Every player on this team will tell you they're enjoying playing football this year, not only because right now you have a winning record, but they enjoy the guys that they're playing with.
I'll make the statement real simple, T. Roy, so we can get ready for football. You should not play this sport if you don't enjoy it. This just is not a sport that you want to play if you don't find enjoyment in it. Now, there's a lot of reasons why you can enjoy it. Maybe just simply like to get man on man and beat your man, or simply you got a special skill set, but you should not step on the gridiron if you don't find some sense of enjoyment. It's too much required for you to sacrifice to play this game. Not only your physical body, but you got to give up all the little extra things that all other students enjoy in high school.
Our captains now, I think the officials are about ready for our meeting of captains at midfield. Fayetteville, let's see across over there. Fayetteville in the black jerseys, of course, here tonight. Looks like number 2, that'll be Zion Najee. You're going to hear his name quite a bit. He comes in averaging over 100 yards a game on the ground. He is certainly a young man that you're going to be hearing his name called quite a bit tonight. Also, number 50, Weston Stillman, one of their interior linemen that you will hear up front. Also, 4, Niall Barrett, the quarterback. If you remember that name, that's a community name, came from community here to Fayetteville. And also 63, that's going to be Kyson Flemings, another one of those linemen up front for the Tigers. He's got some pretty good size as well.
And again, it's going to be that matchup, T-Roy. The game will be simple. It's going to be won at the line of scrimmage. So whichever team is victorious will be winning at the line of scrimmage.
We're going to get the coin toss, see who wins it. Then we're going to get our corresponding Forrest starting lineup for whoever goes on offense or defense first.
For your Fayetteville Tigers.
As we said, ended up being a very enjoyable evening weather-wise here tonight thus far. Definitely humid when we got here. No rain came through, but the front did make its way through, cooled it off quite a bit. So a very nice football evening here in Fayetteville here this evening. Once again, Ricky Sweeney not able to join us here tonight. Wish him well. Know he is watching. So he'll be back with us next week. Gang will all be here as we'll be back at home as we jump into region play taking on Sequatchie County. Let's see.
Fayetteville will receive and Forrest will defend the west end.
I think the Rockets won the toss and deferred until the second half. So Forrest will go on defense to begin with. So we'll get those defensive starters here for you before kickoff.
My name's Nick Russell. I'm an inside linebacker. I'm a sophomore, and I'm part of House Swagger.
My name's Ethan Patrick. I'm a sophomore. I play inside linebacker, and I'm a member of House Loyalty.
My name's Chris Forwell. I'm a senior, outside linebacker, House Swagger.
My name's Brady Pardee. I'm a defensive tackle, and I'm a leader of House Brotherhood.
My name is John Suarez Hatzauer. I'm a junior. I play corner, and I'm House Swagger.
My name is Dustin Jed, number 3, junior, DB.
My name's Chandler Schnapp. Play corner, House Swagger.
Delman Hall, center nose guard, junior, and I'm in House Loyalty.
My name's Lachlan Morris. Play left guard, D tackle. I'm a sophomore, and I'm part of House Loyalty.
My name is Mitchell Todd, and I play defensive end, and I'm a senior, and I'm the leader of House Seal. I'm Jackson Kramer. I play DN. I'm a senior, and I'm part of House Zeal.
My name is Wyatt Holmes. I play edge and right guard. I'm a senior, and I'm House Brotherhood.
My name is Blaze Bourne. I'm a senior, play middle linebacker, and I'm part of House Brotherhood.
My name is Quincy Mitchell. I'm a sophomore, running back and DB, and I'm House Loyalty.
All right. And as we get set to kick it off, Isaiah Garcia to put it in the air. He has been a super reliable asset for the Rockets this year on the kickoffs and field goals. What a comfort it is to know that you've got a reliable kicker.
Difference in one contest, T-Roy, won by 3 points at home. So he's already proven his worth.
Folks, we are ready. We've got about 500 probably Forrest fans that have made the trip from Chapel Hill to Fayetteville. It is a full visiting bleachers here in Fayetteville. They are ready. Let's see if the Rockets are ready. Can they get to 4-1? We'll find out here momentarily. Garcia to put it in the air. He will pooch this one. It will hit and get by the returner. Now on the ground, picked up back at the 15. Looking for the return is Brown, and he will be snowed under. Jet to finish it off, but let's see who got there first. It's going to be Nick Russell getting there first to slow up Brown, and Fayetteville will start deep in their own territory.
Watch Dustin Jet, T-Roy. I want you to keep an eye on number 3. Watch Dustin Jet, lane assignment. Watch the discipline of him. He's going to make sure he does not lose the edge, T-Roy, and then he keeps his composure. Excellent job of kick coverage by number 3, the junior, Dustin Jet.
Now Barnett will lead this Fayetteville offense. You're going to hear the name Zion Najee a lot tonight. Over 100 yards a game in his first 4 games of the season. He will be the feature back. Fayetteville will work from the gun. 1st and 10 from their own 15. They'll throw it out of the backfield quickly. Nice catch and run upfield as Quincy Mitchell making the sliding tackle. And let's see who that is on the grab, Noble. I believe that's 8. Jericho Wilson on the grab.
Mitchell with the tackle.
And a great job that time. Quincy realizing his assignment. He was reading his keys. He realized he had man-to-man coverage out in the flat area, T-Roy.
2nd and 1 as they'll throw it again. Swing pass over on the left side is complete, and I believe picking up the first down.
Pass complete to Thomas.
Jaden Thomas, number 7, with the catch. Thomas is a name you'll hear quite a bit tonight.
Gain is up to the 28-yard line, and that's enough.
That's the play you want to run quite often when you got 2nd and short. When you have athletes, T-Roy, you want to pick up the first down easy, and then maybe all he has to do is miss 1 or 2 tackles.
Gain of 4, a little flip on the pass coming right side. Rockets get there and make the tackle. Quincy Mitchell able to finish him up, but there were 3 Rockets in the neighborhood as they bring down Jaden Thomas.
Watch it, T-Roy. Number 1, number 70, and number 71. Respectfully, I'll give the names in a second, T-Roy. Watch this, T-Roy. Watch they making sure they keep the edge there. Force them back inside there that time. So excellent. Brayton Bourne, number 1. Number 70, Mitchell Todd. Number 71, Blaze Bourne. And as you said, Quincy Mitchell finishing up, number 13.
Todd winning the matchup that time as they set the edge. Todd able to get there, and we've got a penalty marker flying from the backside. It looks like Fayetteville will be hit with a penalty here, and that for the Rockets was something they were not able to do, was get East Hickman into a down and distance that was favorable to the Rocket defense.
You got to check my recollection, T-Roy. That offense we seen last week with East Hickman, no offensive penalties at all, I don't believe.
No, and Coach Palmer said, man, we would have loved to have gotten 1 or 2 of those. We would have just given just about anything to get them into that down and distance where we could have done something maybe defensively. Once again, Fayetteville with a little confusion, and I think we're going to back them up again. Let's see, did they have to burn a timeout, or did they? Yes, they will be charged with another penalty, a legal procedure, as they had some movement that time, Noble, and they'll cost them another 5.
And I tell you what, advantage Rockets defense right now, because what you're getting ready to do here shortly is you're going to be able to dictate what that offense is going to do in a second, because they're going to have to throw something real quick and try to let their athletes make a play, T-Roy. So keep a real close eye. There won't be any more than maybe 1 run during this whole selection.
2nd and 20, back at the 18. Man in motion. That's Thomas. He will circle. They'll throw it back to him out of the backfield on the wheel route, trying to get him in space. Rockets get over there, but he breaks free and pushed out of bounds. Rocket defense gets there, but Thomas, with great individual effort, picked up 4 or 5 yards on his own.
And see, those penalties against Fayetteville City worked against them, T-Roy, because the playbook is real simple. You just want to release the ball quickly out of the hands of the quarterback, allow him to get the ball in the hands to an athlete, and hope they make one of the Rocket defenders miss.
3rd down and 15 now. Can the Rocket defense get off the field here early? Barnett taking his time out of the gun, back to his right. And we've got another penalty on the Tigers. 3 here in the opening drive, Noble. And again, that's something the Rockets are welcoming at this point.
I seen 2 of them that time, got in their stance kind of early that time, T-Roy. And you have to ask yourself, what exactly has them so amped up? I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know if it's the homecoming festivities or what exactly it is, but you got to
time it off right now.
You certainly, if you're the coach, you're going to have a conversation with these young men, hopefully after they punt the ball.
3rd down and 20. Just underway here from Fayetteville. Barnett looking to throw. Got some time, steps up, fires across the middle, pass caught. And the Rockets doing a great job of closing. Quincy Mitchell latched on, and he would not let go.
Mitchell with the tackle.
And speaking of Mitchell, T-Roy, Quincy Mitchell made the tackle, but I want to go back to Mitchell Todd, number 70. Watch this, T-Roy. Watch Mitchell Todd show you the bench press. He went off in there and pushed the lineman into the pocket that time, T-Roy. Coach Palmer was correct in pressing Mitchell, and Mitchell's owning up to the challenge, T-Roy.
Black with the catch. He gains 10, but still 10 shy of his 1st down. So 4th and 10, and the Tigers will punt it away. Good punt. High spiraling punt taken by Cruz. Makes the first man miss, comes back across the field and is snowed under by a host of black jerseys. But the Rockets will have good starting field position. Let's take a look at our offensive starters.
My name is Mitchell Todd, and I'm a senior. I'm the left tackle and the leader of House Seal.
My name is Lachlan Morris. I'm a sophomore, and I am left guard, and I am a House Loyalty.
My name is Dylan Hall. I play center. I'm a junior, and I'm in a House Loyalty.
We're going to come back and finish those starting lineups. Rockets quickly up to the line here. 1st and 10 from their own 40. Micah Morgan, the sophomore quarterback, will hand it to Mitchell. Looking right side, he will weave his way through traffic, and he is down the sideline. It is a foot race, and Quincy Mitchell will win it. Quincy Mitchell, the quiet storm, he strikes quickly here tonight from 60 yards. Noble, he got into the pile, he found his way out the other side, and they were not going to get him. Touchdown, Quincy Mitchell.
Check it out, T-Roy. There's no hole for him to go through. He just bounced off. No one was able to put a hand on him, and I'll tell you what, he's going to hold true to making sure that every game he plays in, he gets over a century mark. His young man here clearly is going to get 100+ tonight, T-Roy.
Rockets strike quickly. One play, Quincy Mitchell, 60-yard touchdown run. And now it will be Isaiah Garcia out of the hold of Isaac Cruz to try to make it a 7-0 game.
That was individual effort that time, T-Roy.
Snap good, set good. Garcia boots it into the Fayetteville night sky, and it is good as well. 9:42 left here, opening quarter, 7-0 Rockets.
Lewisburg Animal Hospital is Marshall County's premier small animal veterinary hospital. As part of the community since 1977, our 4 doctors and highly skilled team offer preventative care, internal medicine, general surgery, and ultrasound. In addition, Maggie Rue Pet Retreat and Grooming Salon is located adjacent to the hospital and offers a full-service grooming and lodging for your companions. Give us a call to schedule an appointment. Lewisburg Animal Hospital is proud to be your other family doctor.
When life gets full, Highway 99 Storage makes space. From everyday storage needs to your biggest seasonal projects, our units have a wide range of sizes to give you room for it all. Need a home for a camper or a boat? We've got secure parking too. And when your belongings need extra protection, our climate-controlled units keep them safe from heat and humidity. Highway 99 Storage, your space, your way. New units are now available. Call 364-5678 or visit highway99storage.com and rent online today.
And the script couldn't be any better for the Rockets. The beleaguered defense from last week gets a stop on the first drive, and then Quincy Mitchell takes it in from 60 yards on the first offensive play for the Rockets. Strange there is Trey Brown had the ball. Noble thought maybe he might come on up the field. He just took a knee at the 27, and that's where the Tigers will begin.
And I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I imagine there's something that Coach Palmer and them seen on film. The reason why they continue to kick it to him, because he showed no interest in doing what his responsibility was that time, which was to get as many yards as he could.
First series, Barnett 5 of 5 through the air, but the penalties killed the Tigers. He 5 of 5 for 28 yards, but they didn't make a first down in their opening drive.
Behind the sticks, behind schedule does not work well for this offense, T-Roy.
And the Rockets take the lead, 7-0. That is exactly where they want to be, out in front. Pitch coming left, Thomas, and he runs into a wall of white jerseys as he'll be taken down. And once again, Noble, you knew what was coming here because they're going to try to use their speed, get to the corners, exploit those great athletes, but we got another penalty marker here, and I think, again, they're going to back them up.
And,
sideline warning. This one on
the Rockets.
On
yes,
the Rockets.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Gain of 2 for Thomas there. Thomas already with 4 catches now for 11 yards. Second down and we'll call it 8 for the Tigers. Barnett again, 3 receivers to the right as they will go to the ground game for the first time. Coming left, Brown, and he gets tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Let's see who got in there, Noble. I'm trying to catch it.
29.
Patrick got in there.
Yes, indeed. And I tell you what, he comes shooting the gap, T-Roy. Watch the push up front. The reason why Patrick is able to shoot the gap is because of the push up front. Look at all those white jerseys up in the front there, T-Roy, and it allows your backers to come up and hit the gap.
3rd and 5 now for the Tigers. Once again, 3 receivers to the right. 1 back set as they'll go up the middle and getting just stuffed. The defensive line has accepted the challenge. Blaze Bourne stands up and said, hey, we got him. We're going that way.
T-Roy, keep an eye right here. Number 61, Lachlan Morris. I seen number 79, Gabe Franklin. He had his man stood up off in there and making the tackle. Excellent job that time. And T-Roy, it's going to be very hard for this offense for Fayetteville City to get started if they cannot give the quarterback any time, and certainly if they cannot make any holes for the running back.
4th and 4. Fayetteville will punt it away. Low liner taken at the 37. Cruz coming up the left side. He's got some room. To the midfield, drop to the 45, to the 40, and bumped out of bounds there. Great return by Isaac Cruz, and he flashes the wheels as he gets a great job. You could see the wall, and when he gets that kind of wall, he can turn the corner easily.
Credit Chandler Snap. Number 0, T-Roy. Number 7, Sean David. Look at him set up the wall over on the left side. And Cruz showed you those speed that he had last week, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do if they set up the wall, T-Roy. And this is excellent starting position for this offense that we know. And I tell you what, T-Roy, I'm going to go ahead and go on record. They will not get 4th down on this drive right here. It'll be a touchdown before they see 4th down.
Our low vantage point, he was coming right into your living room there. Morgan. Give Mitchell. Quincy up the middle. Quincy to the left, to the right. Breaks free up the middle. And another first down for Quincy Mitchell.
Mitchell on the carry.
It's the line up front, T-Roy. We talked about the significance of winning up front. Watch up front, T-Roy. Watch the big man up front. Watch this hold that they provide for Quincy Mitchell right off the left side right there. Look at it. With the very patient pause there, and right downfield, they still blocking downfield. 10 yards downfield, still blocking. I seen you, Mitchell, Todd.
At the Tiger 20. Gain of 12. They go back to Mitchell again. Looking outside. Stays on his feet after getting hit at the line of scrimmage. He will carry it forward a couple of yards there on first down for Quincy.
You want to give credit, T-Roy. You called his name. I'm going to go ahead and give him credit. William Riddle, number 79. He fought off the block that time. The young man comes highly advertised. He did his job that time. William Riddle, great job.
They'll give him 3 on the carry. Mitchell already with 75 yards on 3 carries. And right now he is only 8 away from 1,000 on the season in game number 5.
That's ridiculous, T-Roy. That's a ridiculous stat you just tossed out.
Morgan out of the gun, man in motion. They'll go back Mitchell. Inside now, outside. He will burrow his way forward, pick up an extra couple of yards. It'll be now 3rd down and a very manageable down and distance for the Rockets here.
Not only manageable, but it makes life real easy for Coach Palmer. he can call a play right now with the idea of only picking up about 2 yards, knowing that 4th down is going to be at his disposal. Get a ball to Quincy Mitchell twice. I tell you what, Michael Morgan, keeper, T-Roy, call it.
3rd down and 4. Morgan's going to look over toward that Rocket sideline.
Michael Morgan, keeper.
Little pistol set. Morgan, give Mitchell. Quincy right up the middle, wading his way through traffic. He got a good block up front. Give those offensive linemen some credit right there, as he had a nice little crease, and I think he got very close to his 1st down. If he didn't get it, he's very close.
Right over there on the right side, number 65, you're seeing Wyatt Holmes. Number 50, Jackson Kramer, T-Roy, you talked about him earlier, and Quincy Mitchell knows exactly the poise that he has to have just to let those blockers do their job. And once he sees the hole, he goes and finishes up the job.
4th and less than a yard for the Rockets. Morgan again with Mitchell behind him. Fakes, here comes Micah around the corner, and he will score. He lulled him to sleep one more time. Micah Morgan carries out that fake as well as anybody you'll see. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rockets.
I don't know what the Tigers were doing, T-Roy. I might have been a little early, but you had to know you were going to see the wheels of Michael Morgan. Here it is, T-Roy. Look at there. He held the fake as long as he could, and he read his reads, T-Roy, and they sucked right in on Quincy Mitchell, knowing it was 4th and short, and Michael Morgan, no one's going to catch that young man. He showed you that last year.
7:24 left here in the opening quarter, and the Rockets strike again. Michael Morgan with an 11-yard TD run. And the point after try upcoming by Garcia. Kick on the way, and straight and true is Isaiah Garcia. The Rockets have certainly got off to a blazing start here. We are not 5 minutes in, and they lead it 14-0.
Accounting doesn't have to be complicated. At Morehead Cheek PLLC, we offer expert tax preparation and planning plus reliable accounting services for individuals and businesses. Whether it's April or any other month of the year, we're here to keep your finances in order. Find us at 303 North Horton Parkway in Chapel Hill, or call 931-246-4425 or visit moreheadcheek.com. Morehead Cheek PLLC, your partner in taxes and accounting, every step of the way.
Welcome back. Garcia again with another short kick. It will bounce and be taken on the sideline, breaking free momentarily. There is Trey Brown, and he'll be across the 40, where Fayetteville will get really good starting field position this time. But Nova, I want to take a moment. Whatever it was, whether the players, and you want the players to respond, this is a really good sign. We still got a lot of football to play, but after last week's performance, you wanted to see how would they come out here and respond tonight. Boy, they have definitely been on it here tonight. They have been on point here thus far.
You talked about it, T-Roy. You said Coach went ahead and challenged them, and I tell you what, I got to imagine there's a couple of seniors on there that probably challenged them as well and challenged themselves. What you want to see if your coach, if you challenge a young man, you want to see him meet that challenge.
From the 43, Barnett back to pass, looking down the field. He'll fire it up there, man deep, and did he get it? Yes, he did. What a grab. That was outstanding coverage. Quazine Black with the grab. No, that was an outstanding grab by Black. He went up, and that was really good defense by the Rockets as well. But Black made an outstanding grab.
He looked like the same young man that's deep back on kick. We're trying to avoid kicking it too. There's a missed snap, T-Roy.
Barnett gonna dive on it.
Ball snapped over Barnett's head, T-Roy. Barnett made a wise move and jumped on it, T-Roy. There's a great opportunity right there. And all this pressure that we've been getting up front, T-Roy, here's an opportunity that if Barnett would not have been wise to go jump on that, we would have been able to jump on that because there's been pressure up front. Look at the push we're getting.
Big loss on the play, -10 for Barnett. So now second down and 20 for the Tigers. We're under 7 minutes left here, opening quarter. Barnett will fire again. Swing pass caught left side with plenty of running room, and they will get a lot of that back as the quick pass to Black, and he has definitely been a weapon here early, Noble.
He has been, and I tell you what, it's just self-inflicted wounds that the Tigers keep doing to themselves. Otherwise, that's a deadly offense as you told us about coming in. So if they can provide Black with enough time, he has some athletes out there to make some trouble.
Barnett perfect. 3rd down and 4 now as the Tigers trying to keep the drive alive. Quick pass, swing, pass caught. Black breaking free, and he keeps motoring his way toward the end zone. He's going to be very close, but he has been quite a weapon. Another 12 and a 1st down for Black.
T-Roy, you've been watching football with me a long time. You and I, we've seen some coaches who run the ball effectively, and they run the same play 6-7 times in a row. They're going to run that play all night until the Rockets can find something to do with Barnett and Black.
1st down and goal from the 2. Barnett out of the gun. He's going to give straight up the middle. Najee hammering his way forward and into the end zone. Zion Najee with the answer as Fayetteville goes right down the field and answers the Rockets as Najee converts his 2-yard run, and with 6:14 left here in this first quarter, Tigers are on the board.
And you just seen what would frustrate a head coach for the Tigers, T-Roy, when these young men who are not having self-inflicted wounds, they are very deadly. So you don't want to see an offense this high-powered beat themselves.
Fayetteville going to line up. They're going to go for 2. Sling it out of the backfield and trying to break free, but not getting there is Brown. Nicely done by the Rockets. I think that was Patrick again up there to make the stop, but the conversion fails. And with 6:14 left here opening quarter, it's now a 14-6 game.
In Chapel Hill, healing starts at home with P4 Physical Therapy. Located at 5228 Nashville Highway, P4 is proudly owned and operated by former Rocket Logan Hollingsworth, who is dedicated to serving his hometown with the latest in physical therapy care. From sports injuries to post-surgery rehab, P4 offers personalized treatment that gets you back to what you love. Call 931-922-2140 or visit p4physicaltherapy.com.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Ream Heating Equipment was designed to bring affordable comfort to any home. So no matter your budget, we can help you feel comfortable, even when you can't be comfortable.
Oh, come on. Yes, let's go.
When it's time for a tune-up or a new HVAC system, contact the trusted pros at Clint's Air Care for expert service and installation.
Do that in.
And welcome back. Fayetteville gets on the board. They answer right now. Barnett is on fire here early. Niall Barnett, 9 of 9 for 104 yards. And Black has been the target for most of those. Black now with 4 catches. And he is, let's see, 28. 84. He's got 84 of those receiving yards. Kick taken. Mitchell tries to get center of the field. They get a hand on him. He breaks free and gets another 10 and gets out to about the 43 where the Rockets will have good starting field position again. And boy, Noble, this is like a pinball game offensively so far. We've had 3 touchdowns in the first 6 minutes.
And I tell you what, it's not that the Rockets defense was lacking, T-Roy, because I was all excited on that big play that Barnett had to Black. You had excellent coverage downfield, man on man on an island, excellent coverage. And also, when you go back and look at the film, you're going to see the junior, number 79, Gabe Franklin. He had already pushed his man right into the pocket of the quarterback. So it was great defense. It just superior play on offense by the Tigers.
Rocket offense trying to keep the pressure on Fayetteville. Morgan rolling to throw. Looking, buying some time. Now he'll dump it out of bounds. Noble, let's just look at that as a snapshot. Last week we saw Micah try to make a play late in the game. That is where Coach Palmer, we talked about it, learning experience. He said, Micah, hey, you haven't been in that situation before. No, you're down in distance. He knows it's down in distance. Learned his lesson well right there, just threw it away. That's maturity from your quarterback.
And I tell you what I seen last week, it didn't even take him a whole week, T-Roy. He only had 1 wide receiver out there, but last week, late in the game, when they kept bringing pressure, East Hickman, he didn't put the ball in harm's way. He learned right in the game on the spot.
206 yards for him last week. They go to Mitchell, breaks it free. Quincy down the sideline. Again, it's a foot race. Mitchell run out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He can make something out of nothing as well as anybody you will ever see.
Well, he had a whole lot of something right here. Watch number 70. Watch Mitchell Todd, T-Roy. They show that on the sled, T-Roy. I remember the old ball coach used to put the big lineman on front of the sled, and they used to push that sled 20 yards. Mitchell Todd did his job there, and Quincy Mitchell said, look how big the hole is. I think I may take this route right here.
He goes over 1,000 on the season with that carry, and another first down is a bad snap. Morgan now will roll right. And again, he will just heave it out of bounds as he had a receiver in the area, but once again, didn't take the loss, got rid of the football. Smart quarterbacking.
You and I, we talked about it, T-Roy. Quarterbacking, playing that position, and then you can go ahead and put it out there, T-Roy. In any sport you want to call, that's the most important position that exists. And what you need is somebody with more than just talent. You need somebody out there, another coach on the field. And Morgan has shown you that he has exactly what it takes between the ears, T-Roy, to get the job done.
Second down and 10 now for the Rockets. 5:27 left here in the opening quarter. Give Quincy Mitchell straight up the middle, bolting through. Got a good block, Quincy, and he will be very close. I think may have another first down.
We're going to look at it again, T-Roy.
That is electric.
Damon Hall, number 63. Lachlan Morris, number 61. Watch both of them. They both going to kick. Watch this, T-Roy. Look how open that hole is. One sealed on the inside, the other one kick sealed on the outside there, and it went exactly like the X's and O's that Coach Palmer drew up. Excellent job, 61 Morris, 63 Hall.
And a beautiful job. It doesn't take much. You don't have to give Quincy much of a crack, but he got a really good one there. High snap. Morgan's going to try to run it down, and he will fall on it. Big loss on the play, however, as that will be all the way back to the 30. So it's going to be second down and 26 now.
Michael, one more time, showing that high IQ, T-Roy. He knew he had time. He looked back to see how close the closest Tiger defender was, and then he securely slid into the ball to make sure that the ball did not skirt away from him.
So now you're behind the sticks for the first time really tonight. Second down and 25 after the loss on the play.
Same case we were making for the Tigers. Got a high-powered offense, self-inflicted wounds. The Rockets are doing it to themselves at this particular moment.
Morgan now with Mitchell to his left. Fake the give to Quincy. Micah coming left. He got a block on the corner, but he also got a flag there. It was blocked well, but a little bit too well, as this one will come back, and that's exactly what you didn't want to have happen.
Self-inflicted wounds again, T-Roy. And again, we stated it for the Tigers. It's going to be the same case for the Rockets. This is what will frustrate a coach. When you know you have the offense and you have the plays called up and dialed up to perfection, all you need is your players to execute it, T-Roy. And it's the little discipline things here where it just takes a little self-focus. And that's the part that frustrates a coach, because you cannot get out there and play the game for the young men.
That's going to back them up another 10. So they're all the way back to the 38. And Noble, they've got to get to the 4.
Slow it down, T-Roy. I know where they got to get to, but you told me how special Garcia was. Let's start focusing on how close they got to get for Garcia to put up 3, T-Roy.
Gotcha. I'm still greedy. I'm not thinking that yet, but I got you. Second down and 34 now as Morgan back to throw. He's going to look, got some time. He'll heave it down the left side in traffic, and it's back there, and we've got an interference penalty. There were 3 black jerseys back there with Quincy Mitchell, and I think we're going to have interference there.
Which means we got very fortunate. Too many black jerseys, T-Roy. We got very fortunate.
It'll be a 15-yard penalty. We'll repeat second down.
And that's, again, where the Tigers coach will be frustrated, because he's looking at that and he's thinking, oh, here's an opportunity to be able to get this ball back in the hands of our offense.
4th penalty for 30 yards now on the Tigers. That was a big one. Goes from 2nd and 34 to 2nd and 19 now for the Rockets.
It was huge, T-Roy. It changes now the plays that Coach Palmer has to call, because now it puts Garcia back in the equation a whole lot simpler than it did prior to that.
They're going to send Braden Bourne, receiver, to the top of your screen. 2 receivers, 3 receivers, bottom of the screen. They go Mitchell outside now, back inside for Quincy, and he will twist and turn as he will get forward. Let's see where we're going to end up there, Noble.
Bring up third down and 13.
13 to go now, so gain of about 6 there for Quincy.
And I know, T-Roy, you told everybody that you are greedy, but I'm asking the question. Right now, I'm trying to figure out where Garcia wants the ball at. I don't necessarily have to have a first down. I'm just trying to make sure I get some points because I know that my offense cannot be stopped. I want to know where Garcia wants the ball placed. I would not mind seeing Micah keep this ball and pick up additional yards for Garcia.
Empty backfield. Mitchell, the receiver left side. They're going to run the quarterback draw up the middle, and Fayetteville was waiting on that one. Micah gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. So now you will get to see Isaiah Garcia. This is well within his range.
I'll tell you what, Garcia, that's an excellent job, Coach Palmer, by coaching the game, situational football. He showed you that he had a lot of confidence in Garcia, what he told you with that play selection. And Garcia is going to pay off right here. Put a check mark by this one, T-Roy. Go ahead and add 3 to it.
They're going to put this down at the 25-yard line. It'll be a 35-yard attempt here. Out of the hold of Isaac Cruz. Snap good, set good. Garcia's kick is on the way, and it is good. And with 3:07 left here in the opening quarter, the Rockets keep the 2-possession lead as they now tack on 3 more. It's 17-6.
Forrest Sports on TC Sports 1 is brought to you by The Real Dr. J, Dr. Jeffrey Jordan at Advanced Eye Care Clinic, by Elite Electrical, John Dippold and his fine team, by Farm Bureau Insurance, Auto, Home, Life, and Health, by Apex Bank, a top performer by the ICBA, by Brooks Grocery, where you'll find your next favorite food, by Quince Air Care, your certified Rheem dealer, by Moorhead Cheek, PLLC, Matt Moorhead and John Cheek, by First Commerce Bank, your first choice for hometown banking, by Highway 99 Storage, now renting new units, by J&J Automotive, your one-stop automotive shop, by Lewisburg Animal Hospital, your other family doctor, by Mac Equipment, parts, sales, service, and rental, by the town of Chapel Hill, moving forward with strong tradition, by the Ric Flair of Lawn Care, take Garvin at Garvin's Ground Control, by P4 Physical Therapy, Logan Hollingsworth, and by EquipGo Rental, your home for equipment rental.
Isaiah Garcia connects from 35 with 3:07 left here opening quarter. Rocket lead stretched to 17-6 as he gets set to put it in the air. This time he will hammer it deep and long, and backing up it'll be taken at the 5. Giving ground now center of the field. Good return and get down there. Patrick delivers a blow. He will break free and stay on his feet up the sideline and out of bounds. Ends up being a good return. But it was Miller Ratliff, 19 rather than 29. I want to make sure I get that right. He got down there first, delivered the hit, but it was a good job by the returner being able to stay on their feet.
And T-Roy, I got to tell you the truth, my man. I never thought we were going to kick the ball deep at all because we kept kicking the ball to Trez Brown, and I thought the reason why we was kicking it to number 9 was we were trying to avoid the deep man. I never thought I was going to see that ball kick deep. And I tell you what, T-Roy, I could be wrong, and I'm willing to go ahead and state it now in case I am. We will not see him touch the ball again deep. If the Rockets score again, we won't kick it deep again. That young man there is deadly with the ball. We don't want him touching the ball.
Barnett out of the gun. 1st and 10 from their own 43. Tigers go back to the ground. Najee looking for running room. Up the middle, he'll cross the 45 and then get stood up as he stays on his feet, though, keeps fighting, and he'll be very close to a first down. The last 5 were all Najee as he got stopped early on but kept twisting, kept those legs churning, and he will pick up 9 on first down. Najee with a nice run.
That's what Coach called getting the hard yards, T-Roy, and you want to see him in the 4th quarter. If you the Tigers coach, you want to see him get the ball.
2nd down and 1 from the Rocket 48. Fayetteville starting this drive with a good opening salvo as they go back to Najee. He breaks free around the corner. He'll pick up his first down and more as he will get down to about the 40. Gain of 6 and another first down for the Tigers, and right now they are chewing up chunks, Noble.
They are, and now you're seeing why both coaches, the Rockets and the Tigers, both are not wanting their players to make self-inflicted wounds, because the only people who can stop either one of these offenses is these offenses themselves.
First down and 10 from the Rocket 40. Fayetteville marching once more. Barnett at the controls. And they had a little confusion, going to have to burn a timeout. 2:23 left here, opening quarter. We'll take timeout as well. 17-6 Rockets.
In Chapel Hill, Tennessee, we're moving forward with strong tradition. Our town is growing, but we're holding tight to the country charm that makes us proud to call it home. From a world-class tractor pull to Lion Super Pull of the South, to peaceful family days at Henry Horton State Park, to a friendly wave and greeting as you shop with our local merchants. We're building for the future while celebrating who we are. The town of Chapel Hill wishes all Forrest High School athletes the best of luck this year. And as always, go Rockets!
Woo! If it's in your yard, it's not too hard for Tate. Tate Garvin at Garvin's Ground Control. Gravel driveways, landscaping, backhoe work, garden turning and lawn mowing, Garvin's Ground Control has got you covered. Quality workmanship and reasonable pricing make Garvin's Ground Control the heavyweight champion of ground control in the mid-state. He is the Ric Flair of lawn care, Mr. Tate Garvin. Give him a call, 931-703-7997. That's Garvin's Ground Control.
He's a real big dude.
Tigers first and 10 out of the timeout. Back to throw, Barnett got a little heat, fires it down the left sideline, got a man back there, incomplete, as he was intending that for Black, but that time, Noble, he had to get rid of that one a little bit earlier than he wanted to, as he got a little heat coming from the right side.
And I'm glad you were looking in the backfield, T-Roy, because I was looking in the secondary, and Quayshawn, I think is how you pronounce the young man's name, Quayshawn Black, number 1 for the Tigers, speedy, just a go route, T-Roy, and I tell you what, he left a little room on the sideline for Barnett to be able to drop that ball right off in there, T-Roy.
I think Sean David was applying the pressure for the Rockets as they go to the ground now. Najee got a block. He gets hit hard. I think Blaze Bourne came across there last to finish him off. That was one of those where it was good that Najee had his head down because Bourne was coming hard there. Gain of about 4. It'll be 3rd down and 6 now for the Tigers.
Have no clue what the Tigers have in the kicking game, but with the offense they have, 2-down territory easily.
Najee 6 carries for 25 yards. 3rd down and 6 now. As the quarterback keeper for Barnett, he breaks free, picks up his 1st down and more. Haven't seen that as of yet, but we got a penalty marker, and this one may bring it back.
Penalty flags are down.
It's going to be a huge call here, T-Roy, because both teams are looking at this, trying to figure out if it's a 1st down. There you go.
Holding on Fayetteville, so that will nullify the 1st down. That's a big penalty, Noble.
It's huge, T-Roy, because look at what it's going to do to the sticks. Not only will it not allow them to advance the ball from 3rd down to 1st down, now it's going to force them to go back 3rd down and very long, T-Roy, which means this. Now you can dictate what they're going to run. It's not one of those where you're going to be able to throw a little quick route to Black. You got to go downfield with this, T-Roy. Watch down the middle, T-Roy. Quincy going to have his work cut out right in the middle, T-Roy.
3rd down and 16. Barnett looking that way. They'll dump the middle screen. Pass is caught, and good job by the Rockets. They diagnosed that one very well.
Pass is complete to Najee.
Najee with the reception. But that was a great effort by the Rockets. They got there and limited him to only 1 yard.
Watch it. Lachlan Morris, Sean David, T-Roy. Excellent job of being prepared, and you already know how I feel about athletes in space, T-Roy.
They'll give him 2 there on the reception. So 4th down now and 14.
It's got to go vertical, T-Roy. They got to go past the sticks. One-on-one coverage.
This is where the Rockets need to get off the field here. 4th down and 14. Under a minute left here, opening quarter. Barnett, quick kick. This one will angle down the field. Rockets getting out of the way, and it will roll and be deadened at the 20-yard line. So you thought maybe in this it wasn't out of the realm of possibility. I thought for them to go for it because they didn't gain a lot of field position with the kick.
That told me a lot, T-Roy. I did not see that coming.
I didn't either.
Because here's the thing.
You respected their big play offense.
Yes, you did respect that. And I tell you what Coach just showed me is he's not interested in playing big play. What he's interested in playing is the whole game. And he's interested in being in this contest all the way to the fourth quarter. And he's not going to allow this particular situation early in the game to dictate what he's going to do. I have to tell you, I got a lot of respect.
Yeah,
for the fact
he's going to stay
that.
within his game plan, but I would have been I wouldn't have expected anything else. With their big play offense, they'd take a chunk at it, but they choose to punt it away, and Quincy Mitchell will hammer it up the middle. Gain of 3, maybe 4 for Mitchell now. Second down, we'll call it 7 as we're under half a minute.
Let's go back to the Tigers on offense there, T-Roy, when they decided to punt that ball right then. What Coach decided to do, not only am I going to play the long game, but I do not have a high probability of converting the fourth down to first down. So what I want to do is try to put the ball in the hands of the Rockets offense and get the ball back with maybe better field position and a better opportunity.
I'm going to tell you, I've been impressed with Black. It wouldn't have been a bad option for me on fourth down. I wouldn't have been mad at him at all. Now we got another penalty, and so this may make sure that Fayetteville does the right thing. Rockets are going to give them a little help, back themselves up 5 with the penalty, and it'll now be second down and 12.
And T-Roy, I know you and I, we do it quite often where we just be bouncing around from sport to sport, but that's another one of those cases of unforced errors. So simply, you don't want to simply beat yourself. So no unforced errors. So that's the reason why you punt the ball, T-Roy, and you give the Rockets a chance.
First quarter expires. We want to take a break, but we want to make sure didn't get a chance to get our offensive starters in. We want to let you hear them at the end of the quarter.
My name is Mitchell Todd, and I'm a senior. I'm the left tackle and the leader of House Seal.
My name is Lachlan Morris. I'm a sophomore, and I am left guard, and I am a house loyalty.
My name is Dylan Hall. I play center. I'm a junior, and I'm in a house loyalty.
My name is Wyatt Holmes. I'm right guard, a senior, and house brotherhood.
My name is Jackson Kramer. I'm a right tackle, senior, and I'm part of House Zeal.
My name is Isaac Cruz. I'm wide receiver, and I'm a House Swagger.
My name is Jacob Tincher. I'm a junior, and I'm a leader at House Zeal.
My name is Braden Bourne. I'm a sophomore. I'm a receiver and inside linebacker, and I'm a leader of House Brotherhood.
My name is Sean David II. I'm safety, wide receiver, junior, part of House Loyalty.
My name is Michael Morgan. I play quarterback. I'm a sophomore, and I'm in House Swagger.
My name is Quincy Mitchell. I'm a sophomore, running back, and DB, and I'm House Loyalty.
My name is Isaiah Garcia, junior kicker, House Brotherhood.
And welcome back. Second quarter set to begin here from Fayetteville. It has turned into a beautiful evening here in Fayetteville. And for Rocket fans, the first quarter, beautiful as well. 17-6. But now they take over second down and 12 as we begin this second frame here. Little delayed handoff. Mitchell, not a lot of room there, as that was a little late developing, Noble. Quincy didn't have a lot of room there, and he's able to muscle it forward for a couple of yards. It's still going to be third down and 10.
Yeah, you had a push up front there. You had quite a few Tigers up there, but one in particular was number 51, Garrett McHenry. He had two other Tigers back there, but Garrett McHenry was the gentleman back there disrupting things that time, T-Roy. So I'll tell you what, this is exactly what you want if you're the Tigers and you punted the ball. You want to find yourself in this situation.
10 carries, 135 yards now for Mitchell. Third down and 10 facing the Rockets. Can the offense stay on the field? They'll empty the backfield with Mitchell. Look his way, now they'll throw it down the field. Cruz back there, makes a play on the football. Cruz, he does it again. Right in front of us, folks. Enjoy this as well. What a beautiful play by Isaac Cruz. He found the football, went back, beat his defender, high-pointed it, grabbed it, and made a beautiful reception.
Watch him, T-Roy. You said it. Look at him turn around, find the ball, caught it at his highest point. If he would not have been tripped up by number 7, Thomas, that time, he would have picked up a few other yards because there was another defender. But I tell you what, Isaac Cruz have shown you why he has convinced not only the viewers and the listeners, but his quarterback, Michael Morgan, why he's the number 1 go-to receiver for the Rockets.
What a beautiful job by Cruz. I think 31 on the pass play, and more importantly, a first down as they go back to Mitchell. Mitchell trying that right side, and now Fayetteville really bringing the reinforcements up to the line of scrimmage. Quincy didn't get a lot there, maybe a couple on first down. Now second down, and we'll call it 8.
And how about Thomas with the tackle.
Again, there go McHenry again in the backfield that time, T-Roy, right there at the line of scrimmage. Garrett McHenry, number
Thomas
51.
as well.
Yes, indeed. And I tell you what, let's go back to the previous play. Micah throwing the ball down to Cruz. He only had one wide receiver wide to the right, and he looked Cruz the whole way. Already had his mind pre-snap made up.
But did you see the other thing, Noble? We'll come back to it here. Quarterback keeper, Morgan, breaks free, up the middle. He'll pick up his first down and more. Stay on his feet. They're trying to strip the football, but he hangs on tightly, and he will pick up his first down.
Morgan on the keeper down to the 31-yard line.
He's going to pick up 13 and a rocket first down.
Here it is, T-Roy. There goes the fake. He found a little hole there. Big blocking downfield. Excellent job
Watch
there.
him hold that football.
And then bounce right off the tackler there that time. And I might be mistaken. I think Mitchell Todd again was in the mix there, T-Roy. Young man there showing you the ability to not only play on both sides of the ball, but take on the challenge from the head coach.
I want to go back to that play to Cruz. Mitchell swung out of the backfield. That brought a defender with him, so that left coverage for Cruz back there deep. Another high snap handled well. Give Mitchell. He breaks free from a would-be tackler. Gets outside. Quincy still on his feet. Down the sideline he goes and out of bounds. Noble, they did a great job of executing that one.
I tell you what, they did such a superb job that he didn't break free from the tackle. Look at here. William Riddle, T-Roy. William Riddle did not even know he had the ball. He wasn't sure who to tackle. And here's the thing. It's going to be a coaching opportunity for the Tigers, because what they're going to tell William Riddle is you got to bring somebody down, young man. If you don't know who got the ball, tackle somebody.
Quincy ran right by him. 13 on the gain there for Quincy. First down and 10 for the Rockets as they continue to push it forward. Ball spotted down at the 18 of Fayetteville. Just under 10 minutes left here. Second quarter, Rockets on the move, leading by 11. Mitchell, little flip. Here comes Quincy, and they will snow him under. Great penetration by Riddle that time, as he diagnosed that one very well and made a sure tackle on the speedy Mitchell.
You said he diagnosed it very well, T-Roy. He looked as though somebody might have told him what the play was, T-Roy. He looked like he might have known what the signals were from the sideline, because it's kind of difficult to get in the backfield that quickly, T-Roy. And I didn't really clearly see if he was unblocked or whatever the case was, but we got to do a much better job of blocking their best offensive lineman.
-5, second down and 15 now. Mitchell this time to Morgan's right as Micah will roll that way. Quincy picks up the rusher. Down to the end zone they go, and the pass is caught. Oh, touchdown on a beautiful throw. Oh, they're going to say incomplete. I thought he had it. Cruz, what a throw in traffic. And Cruz, look at it here.
You said it, T-Roy, play by play. You do a fine job. You talked about Quincy Mitchell. Watch Quincy Mitchell give Michael Morgan additional time, T-Roy. Look at the nice touch on the ball.
He hung it up there for his receiver to get, and I can't believe Cruz. I think at first he thought he had it. I was not convinced. The Fayetteville players, of course, were saying incomplete, but lost it at the last minute, I think, there.
And I couldn't see clearly on the replay there, T-Roy, but more than likely the ground probably caused the ball to come jar.
At 3rd and 14, Rockets want to talk it over. Important down upcoming. 9:22 left here, second quarter. We'll take a break.
Apex Bank has been named the #1 community bank in Tennessee by Independent Community Bankers of America. Located at 118 South Horton Parkway, we offer everyday checking, CDs, and personal loans. Secure, convenient online banking. Bank anytime, anywhere. We're your neighbors, proud to sponsor local events like the Forrest High School Fish Fry. Apex Bank, 931-246-7105. Apex Bank, building stronger communities together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your one-stop shop to keep your auto running smoothly is J&J Automotive. From routine maintenance to brakes, front-end alignments, suspension work, oil changes or AC work, all the way to transmission replacements or engine swaps, J&J has got you covered. See Mr. Vince or Mr. Matt Jackson at their location at 1791 Highway 99 Chapel Hill, or give them a call at 931-364-5602. Keep your vehicle in tip-top shape at J&J Automotive.
And welcome back. 3rd down and 15 for the Rockets. Nova, we talked about it during the break. Garcia in play here.
Let's see if Coach Palmer plays it the same way. Will he call Michael Morgan's number and see if Michael can pick up additional yards for Garcia and put him in range?
Mitchell this time slot left. They'll send him in motion. Is back to throw. Morgan got a little heat. He'll fire it down the field. Pass up there, and it is incomplete. Tincher battling for it as there were a couple of black jerseys in the area, and most thankfully that one hit the turf.
Yes, indeed. Quayshawn Black, number 1 for the Tigers, T-Roy, was going to take away maybe any opportunity you had. That was one of those where you did need that heart Coach was talking about, because you got to now turn into a defender if you're the offensive player.
No, well, this would be a 40-yard attempt, so they feel like maybe that's a little bit out of Garcia's range. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Which is why I went with the assumption that they were going to run the ball and maybe try to pick up additional on that 3rd down play.
Big conversion here upcoming. Rockets try to draw him offside. Fayetteville, they almost got him. Mitchell now empties the backfield again. Play clock down to 4. They got to get this one off. Snap comes right as the clock hits 0. Morgan feels the heat. Now he'll throw down the field, and the pass is incomplete. Looking back there, it was intended for Tincher, but it will fall incomplete, and for the first time tonight, Fayetteville able to turn the Rockets over on downs.
T-Roy, one more time, you did an excellent job of not only informing me, but as well as the listening and viewing audience. You told us the key player to watch out for the Tigers were number 79, William Riddle. William Riddle was the disruptor on 2 key plays on the end of this drive right here. In particular, that one right there, he forced Micah not only to his left. He's a right-handed throwing quarterback, going the opposite way, and had to throw the ball off 1 foot. T-Roy was not going to be able to put enough velocity or distance on that ball. William Riddle did a great job.
Fayetteville takes over. 9-11 left here in the second quarter. They trail by 11 as they go up the middle. Burrowing forward out across the 25, out to about the 26, 27-yard line. That's going to be Najee again. Gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 now for the Tigers.
No one watching the game early on had the idea that this game would have some moments where it would be stalled out, T-Roy. It just didn't look like it was going to be one of those moments where you were going to see some punts or see some turnover on downs. It was just going to be a case of trying to figure out if there was going to be a track meet up and down the field.
Yeah, they've caught a breath here for a minute, I think. And let's hope that Fayetteville keeps an extended breath as Barrett on the run trying to get outside, and he is taken down. Really nice job. That's Bourne and Mitchell there to take down Barnett. Couple on the play, but what a job there. That could have had a lot more for Barnett, but watch Bourne and Mitchell.
I don't know if they know how special that was, T-Roy. You had 2 Tiger defenders out there out in front getting ready to block downfield, T-Roy, and if Barnett could have found some way to get behind those 2 blockers, he might have could have picked up 20 extra.
3rd and 4. Got surprised by the snap. Najee coming right. Bourne got a hand on him. Braden did, and he gets some help. As let's see, I'm not sure he got it.
Najee on the carry out across the 31-yard line. Jeff with the tackle. But again, penalty flags are down.
Penalty marker down again.
Let's hope they don't call horse collar, T-Roy. He did an excellent job of going to run down with the speed, but he looked like he may have his hand in the back of his uniform there, T-Roy. Let's hope it's not the 15-yard version.
Let's see.
Face mask.
Yeah, they're headed that way. Forrest. Face mask got to be 15 for the Rockets. They had him in a 4th down situation there, Nova.
And again, T-Roy, it's the same conversation you and I have been having, my man. It's hard to believe. You said it. It's still second quarter with plenty of game left, and we've talked quite often about both teams having self-inflicted wounds.
First down.
So the 5-yard variety gives them a 1st down.
But you said it, T-Roy. You put yourself in a bad situation because of down and distance of what it was. Now you're giving them a 1st down, and it does not matter with 8 minutes and some change left. They just need a 1st down.
Keeps the drive alive, though. Tigers back to the ground game. First time tonight we're going to get a carry from Kenyon Ford. And Ford will get back to the line of scrimmage. Not a whole lot more. Maybe got a yard, that's all.
Look at that, T-Roy, up front there. I tell you what, number 61 and number 29. Look here up close, T-Roy, respectively. Number 61, Lachlan Morris. Number 29, Ethan Patrick. Excellent job in the interior there, T-Roy.
No gain. 2nd down and 10 now for the Tigers as they get personnel on the field here.
T-Roy, it looked like it's setting up. Here it is. We hadn't seen it on this side of the field. You see the line up there. I'll let you tell the folks at home. But Quayshawn Black, right in your living room right here, T-Roy.
John Hightower. They're talking now as they look. A little slant incomplete. Quarterback got bumped into, threw off the timing of that play, Noble, as that one falls incomplete.
Again, unforced error, T-Roy. It's a case of not running the play smoothly. Coach can call the X's and O's, but he certainly cannot execute it.
And in that area, the way they had it spread out, it was open. But again, quarterback gets bumped, only his 2nd incompletion of the night, Noble.
I tell you what, that doesn't tell me a whole lot, 2nd incompletion, because he's been just throwing the ball 2 yards downfield, let the wide receivers do most of the work.
3rd down and 10. David creeping up here as they go to the ground, breaking free, and he's going to be close to a 1st down. Noble, they had him bottled up, and he was able to fall forward. And Noble, he's going to be really close here. At least it's going to give him a decision on 4th down. 4th, and we'll call it 1, long 1.
It doesn't even look like it's a decision for him, T-Roy. Does not even look like a decision for him. I tell you what, they used to go on with a snap, quick snap.
4th and a yard. They look over to that sideline. They were trying to draw the Rockets offside. Still got time, though. 15 on the play clock. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Swing it right, and did he get there? I don't think so. They went with that quick little screen, and I don't think they got it, Noble. We got a penalty marker, though, after the play, and so hold the phones.
Tell you what, T-Roy, here it is right one more time. Look
Who makes the reception there, Noble?
I think that's number 7, isn't it? It's number 7 over there, the young man who's down deep, Jaden Thomas, I believe.
The big thing is what's going to be the penalty here?
I tell you what, it's after the play, so it does not matter. It's after the play. It should be Rockets' ball. The question is, where will it be placed at? It's after the play. The play was blown dead, T-Roy, and I want to be real clear. Unless the rule books has changed, it was a turnover on down.
Now, that's the thing, Noble. Your defense, that is a huge, huge play for your defense. It's on Fayetteville. Penalty decline. Now, Noble, I'm going to set you up for something here. Look at your clock. 6:18 left here, 2nd quarter. If you're the Rockets and you know Coach Palmer, they have the quick strike capability. But what if they run the first couple of plays and decide, hey, we can milk this thing down because we're going to get it first to begin the 2nd half? When does that come into play?
It does not right now, T-Roy. It does not. You just run your offense. You don't get outside of yourself unless you're forced to. Just run your offense. Quincy Mitchell can take it anywhere from the field. Just hand him the ball, let him find the hole.
Rockets get the stop on 4th down and 1. And as they send Bourne in motion, we're going to have a penalty marker here. A legal procedure on the Rockets, so back them up 5.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
That is the 4th penalty of the night on the Rockets for 25 yards thus far.
And it's that kind of stuff, T-Roy. Just think about it. Take us back to last week. You played a team last week that didn't cause these kind of mistakes.
Well, and the Rockets didn't have them in their own right last week. It was a well-played game on both sides, but as Coach Palmer said, we'd love to see these teams make a couple of penalties somewhere in that game.
Here's the thing, T-Roy.
Now you got a chance right now to really take a hold of this game if you can score a touchdown here. Give Quincy. Cuts right, then comes back in the middle. Just carrying that football, wrapping it up beautifully. What a gain. There is Mitchell. Will get close to his 1st down.
Mitchell on the carry. Black and
that's a way to erase that penalty yardage in a hurry.
It is. Watch this, T-Roy. Watch the patience, and then he plants his foot, and then he accelerates. The way this young man does not waste too much energy. Once he plants that foot, very decisive about going north and south.
Yes, and he's got such acceleration. When he plants his foot, most backs, it takes them a little while to regain top speed. He can regain it super quickly.
Gonna pick up a 1st down on this one. Michael, keep it, T-Roy. Watch the face.
2nd and 2. Fayetteville creeping close to the line of scrimmage. They give it to Quincy again. Quincy up the middle. He gets hit hard as he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and they're gang tackle Mitchell there. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2.
On the carry.
You got to think 2-down territory here for the Rockets.
Absolutely, T-Roy, and not too far from where they were at earlier when they decided that they would throw the ball and go for it on 4th down. So you fully anticipate Coach Palmer looking at this as 2-down territory, but you certainly want to pick it up on 3rd down, make life easy.
They're going to bring David, Cruz, and Tincher all short side right here. Mitchell will be your lone back.
And tell me, ball's going up the middle, handoff, T-Roy. You got it soft in the middle, T-Roy.
Micah turns and gives. Mitchell, right side, Quincy with a hold. 1st down and more as he will take it down the sidelines. Tight ropes that sideline, and he will pick up 1st down for the Rockets. What a beautiful job, Noble. Did you see the balance on the sideline?
I did. I tell you what, before he got to the tiptoeing on the sideline, watch this, T-Roy. Watch the body control. Watch that. The ball secured the 1st down, and then he said, let me go get extra. But the first thing for a running back is to make sure that he secures the 1st down. And after that, he just used his speed, T-Roy. And I was looking for something to be soft on the inside, but that young man there has a special gift.
21 and a 1st down. Rockets in business again from the Tiger 14. Morgan gets a hold. Micah up the middle now. We've got penalty markers from the backside, so this one's going to come back.
Yeah, they're going to bring it back, T-Roy. And I tell you what, I was all excited about their blocking. I seen 3 of them blocking, and they had a hold for the quarterback. But once I seen the penalty flag,
I was about to say, what a hole. That may be a little bit too good, yeah.
Yes, indeed.
That'll back them up 10, though, Noble, so that again makes it a little more interesting here. You don't want to, at this point, you're at the 14. You want to punch it in and get 6 here, not 3.
And let's be clear, T-Roy. In a second, we all know that the field kind of shrinks up once you get inside the 20. So things going to get kind of tight down here. So, but I tell you what.
The great equalizer is Quincy Mitchell, though.
It is, but I tell you what, he's wide out again, T-Roy. So, look for this in the air. It's a screen to the left, I believe.
2 receivers each side of the field. 1st and 20. Morgan on the quarterback keeper, knifing his way up the middle. Pretty good pickup on 1st down there for Micah, as that was well blocked in the center of the field. Gave him a little option there as to be able to scoot down the field and pick up about 5 there. It'll be 2nd down and 15.
Speaking of well blocked in the middle there, downfield, number 61, Lachlan Morris. And again, there's that man, Mitchell Todd, number 70, downfield blocking for his quarterback.
2nd down and 15. Clock under 5 minutes left here, 2nd quarter. Rockets looking to add to their lead here. Quincy Mitchell, lone back to Morgan's left. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Fake the give now. Morgan looking to get to the corner, left side, and we've got another penalty marker as he gets hammered down, and you could see that one coming, Noble.
You could, and I tell you what I didn't see coming. I did not see them putting themselves in a situation where they do not get at least 3 points. If they continue at this pace, T-Roy, they're going to make it a very challenging field goal kick opportunity for Garcia. I thought they certainly had 3 points secured at this stage.
Noble, right now, they're going to put this thing down at the 29-yard line, so you're looking at a 46-yard field goal, so you're not in range yet. You need at least 10 more to give him a shot. So it's 2nd down and 25 now, so you got 2 downs to get it.
And this is what makes it even challenging, because you were talking about it, T-Roy. You were looking ahead, not only of them getting the ball 2nd half, but just think about it. What you go in, the morale that you have going in, maybe up 14 points at halftime.
Yeah, you would love to get 2 for 1 here if you could. Approaching the 4-minute mark, 2nd down and 25. Morgan to throw, got some heat, gets clobbered as he throws it across the middle, and that one's dropped. He had plenty of room to roam, and I think he saw the green pastures in front of him, did Braden Bourne, and that one just slips through his mitts.
And T-Roy, I did not look downfield, so I missed the opportunity to catch the ball, but I did see back here William Riddle. William Riddle took a shot to the quarterback up high that time, T-Roy, and I was looking to see what the man in the white hat was going to say about it.
That's the one thing you won't see very often. Bourne is really sure-handed. that one, I think he was going to be room. He had plenty of room to roam when he makes the grab. He might have been looking at 6 right there. 3rd down and 25 now.
Can you pick up enough yards for Garcia to have a legitimate shot at it?
3 receivers to the left. Morgan looking that way. He's got to get out of the backfield now. Got plenty of heat. He'll roam and throw, and he gets hit hard right over here on this sideline. And is that going to be a penalty marker?
No, it will not be. He would have thrown it by now if he had any interest in it.
Man, that was close right there in front of the official, because he had Morgan. He had Morgan pretty much already under control.
I'll tell you what, they went ahead and brought Garrett McHenry again, number 51, and they called that intentional grounding, T-Roy.
Oh, and that's loss of down too.
Down and distance. Don't forget about the distance.
Yeah.
No. Now, down wasn't important. It's the distance.
This has turned into a nightmare. 1st down from the 14, and Noble, where are they going to end up here?
They're going to certainly end up in a spot where they're going to have to throw the ball to the end zone, because Garcia no longer is part of the conversation.
Well, and here, you may be backed up enough, you punt it here.
Nah, I did not see that coming, T-Roy. Not even out of your mouth, sir. I thought you was Mr. Greedy.
Well, I am, but there's a certain level to that. I mean, if you're 4th and 40, it's a little difficult to make a 1st down. Intentional grounding is the call.
Change of personnel, T-Roy. Yeah. You got it right, sir.
They're going to back this thing. It's going to set it down at the 45. It's going to be 4th and 41.
This is why the Tigers, I gave them credit earlier for playing the long game. You took 3 points off the board for the Rockets right there, T-Roy. There's 3 points guaranteed taken off the board.
Now they have to punt it away. Tincher gets it out of there. Good punt. Brown settling under it. He'll get the return as he breaks it free outside, still on his feet. Up the sideline he goes, and he'll be wrestled out of bounds. Braden Bourne there got some help, but good starting field position for the Tigers. They've got plenty of time, Noble. 3:45 left here, 2nd quarter.
There it is, T-Roy. That's why you play the long game. Jaden Thomas again, number 7. Think about it, T-Roy. You got Jaden Thomas fielding punts and fielding kicks. And that young man there, anytime he gets the ball, clearly you can see his athleticism there. And that's why you play the long game. You just stay in the game, give yourself an opportunity to make it interesting in the 4th quarter.
Noble, 7 penalties, 60 yards for the Rockets here in the 1st half, and those set of penalties were killers for the Rockets. It took them out of, as you said, what would have been a sure field goal, and you're thinking 6 right there.
You certainly took 3 off the board, T-Roy, because clearly when Quincy made that move on 3rd and short and got off the edge where they had leverage and he was tiptoeing down the sideline you were talking about, I was for certain you had 3 points then. The only question then was, can I call enough plays that can and the right plays to get us in the end zone, because you already had counted 3 points if you coach.
Noble, and I think they had a penalty. I believe they were marking off some more yardage here, so it's at the 44 now for the Tigers as they will open this drive. Like I say, with the quick strike offense they have, plenty of time to get points on the board.
Now you apply pressure to the Rockets defense to try to keep them out of the end zone, T-Roy.
Barnett out of the gun. Pump fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open. And he dropped it. Oh, my goodness. The Rockets bit on the pump fake. Barnett laid it up there. That was a sure 6, and Trez Brown just didn't haul it in.
That's the young man who was fielding kicks earlier, T-Roy, and he was too wide open, T-Roy, and it was one of those times where the ball was up so long in the air, you just simply saying, don't let me miss this one.
Man, he was like Farmer Fran in The Water Boy. He was running all by himself. He was free in the breeze, but he forgot the football.
And I tell you what, I don't know what they pay high school coaches, but that was one of those where he needed an assistant coach to do something to him.
2nd and 10, back to the ground game they go. And this time the Rockets are equal to the challenges. They stand up the ball carrier, Najee. Not much of a gain there to bring up 3rd down and long.
There it is, T-Roy. Braden Bourne, number 1. Number 7, Sean David. And there that man, number 70, Mitchell Todd.
Now I'm going to look at the clock for you. You got to get off the field here because you do have a real shot at 2 for 1 if you're the Rockets. You think about 2 touchdowns as a 31-6 game if you can get off the field here. and score. I'm taking a big leap here, but that's what you're looking at.
You do that quite often, T. Roy. I tell you what, I just simply want them to turn the ball back over to them. I'll take 17-6. They don't have to score. Just keep these boys out the end zone.
Empty in the backfield, and we got a penalty marker before this one gets underway. So is Fayetteville going to return the favor here? Did we get a timeout? Timeout taken. 2:53 left here, second quarter. Still an 11-point game.
In the heart of Chapel Hill, there's a small-town grocery with a big selection, Brooks Grocery. From crisp produce to shelves full of your favorite brands, Brooks has it all. The deli offers a hot bar daily and even sushi. At Brooks, the employees aren't just staff, they're your friends and neighbors. With new items arriving all the time, you might just find your next favorite food at Brooks. Don't be chicken to try something new at Brooks Grocery. Big selection and hometown heart. They call him the real Dr. J. No, not the basketball legend, Dr. Jeffrey Jordan. He may not dunk, but he does bring slam dunk vision care to Lewisburg. And his team, nearly 100 years of combined experience. We're still trying to figure out how they all started in middle school. But jokes aside, Advanced Eye Care Clinic takes your vision seriously. From cutting-edge technology to a warm, beautiful office at 815 East Commerce Street, you're in great hands. Call 931-359-4373 today. Your eyes will thank you.
3rd and 9 as we return. Fayetteville empty in the backfield, and we've got penalty markers all over the place again. This is going to back the Tigers up now. Nova, what was 3rd and 9 now becomes 3rd and 14.
And obvious passing situation, not only because of the time, but they just put themselves in a situation now where they cannot even afford to throw the ball to one of them little speedsters that they have at the wide receiver and require him to go pick up the additional 12 yards.
Exactly. That is a big, big get right there for the Rocket defense. Right now, 6 penalties for 30, 45 yards for the Tigers. That was an important 5 yards right there.
Yes, ball must be pushed downfield now is what that 5 yards meant.
3rd down and 14 from their own 40-yard line. There goes Black in motion left to right. Is back to throw Barnett. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he'll tuck and run. Gets to the sideline. Now he'll throw. Pass is caught. Oh, my goodness. No, incomplete. They're going to rule it incomplete. I thought he had made a grab, but that was going to be a beautiful completion if you're Barnett. Kept his head down the field, Noble, and kept the play alive.
Sean David, I believe, T. Roy in there covering the speedster there, Black. Excellent job by Barnett being able to not only throw the ball on one foot, but being able to keep the ball in field of play and give Black an opportunity, T. Roy. And Sean David right on coverage there. T. Roy was like a blanket.
There's not a lot of high school quarterbacks that are going to have the presence of mind to be able to keep that play alive. They look, when they get flushed out of the pocket, they're looking to just run. Punting team on. As they're going to fake the punt up the sideline, and he's going to get taken down. Good job by special teams. What a job there. That was Patrick again. He is a demon on the special teams as the punter, Greenwood, takes a chance. And that was, I think, by design, Noble. He tried to get up that right sideline and watch Patrick.
Ethan Patrick, the sophomore, T. Roy, and I wasn't sure. It looked as though he had maybe the green light where he was designed to punt, but the way he was running it, he was supposed to survey the defense to see if the defense all turned and ran back, T. Roy. And I tell you what, Ethan Patrick said, hey, I'm not going anywhere. That's not my assignment.
The table is set for the Rockets. They've just got a feast right now. They've got a short field to work with, 2:37 left here in this second quarter. They get the ball back to begin the third. Can they put the hammer down? Mitchell goes right now, cuts it back inside. Quincy makes himself small, but he gets hit hard as he gets maybe one on the carry. He started right, nothing there. He cut back inside, tried to slide between a couple of would-be tacklers and got pretty good contact there as he's taken down for a gain of 1.
Tigers defender, I think that was number 15, Kenyon Ford. He was the one who forced everything back in the interior. He did a superb job not giving up the edge.
2nd down now and 9. Back to the ground game with Mitchell. Quincy up the middle, breaks free. Quincy in the clear. Quincy Mitchell will score again. He is cat quick, and it doesn't take him very long to get north and south. Quincy Mitchell strikes quickly.
No
45.
No wasted movement, T-Roy. He went left right off tackle where it was designed, had a slight cutback, T-Roy.
Let me see that one more time, Pete, if you don't mind. Watch how quickly he is able to make, once he makes the cut and breaks free, it is just a race that he's going to win every time. It's like 43 yards on the touchdown, Noble.
Tell you what, he working on 200, my man. Young man there is blowing the stats out the roof.
Garcia's point after try in the air, and it is good. 1:58 left here, second quarter. Rockets now lead it 24-6.
At Elite Electrical, our team of licensed professionals brings precision and care to every project. From residential upgrades, light commercial installation, rewiring homes, or installing energy-efficient lighting in businesses, our expertise shines through in everything we do. Elite Electrical now offers HVAC services for both residential and light commercial projects as well. You can trust Elite Electrical to power your world with safety and excellence.
Chapel Hill is growing, and so is First Commerce Bank. With new locations opening, we're making it easier to serve you wherever life takes you. New technologies have provided many new windows to help make your banking experience easier, but our commitment to personal service hasn't changed. We're right here with you, supporting what matters most. Other communities are now finding out what Marshall Countyans have known for over 20 years. First Commerce Bank, your first choice for hometown banking. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
And we are back. Rockets taking advantage as the good special teams play gives them a short field, and Quincy Mitchell doesn't take long for Quincy to take it to the house. Second long TD run of the night. That one, I think, from 43 yards. He is at 229 yards unofficially here in the first half. Garcia set to put it in the air. Noble, what a performance here.
Yes, indeed. And after this kick, T-Roy, we're going to look at that again because I want to tell you that plays right into what you talked about.
Garcia hammers this one, and it will hit and stay in bounds. They got to run back and get it. Picked up by Thomas. He's giving ground now. Nowhere to go. Now he finds a place, cuts free, and he outran the coverage there, or the Rocket defense did. But all of this is going to be for naught. He's going to look back, but it is going to be a penalty marker way back down on this end of the field. This will come back, but Noble, that was the classic case of overrunning when you fumble the football.
Yes, indeed, and they was out of balance there that time, T-Roy, and what ended up happening was you got holding on Fayetteville. It put everybody out of position. So what ended up happening was not only did the Rockets get out of position, but it put the Tigers in a bad spot as well, T-Roy. Let's go back and look at the play with Quincy for a second, T-Roy, because it plays right into what you were talking about, not only with the score, but the big playability by Quincy. Watch this, T-Roy, with this opportunity he has to be able to take this not only to the house, but what ends up happening is it changes the score to 24-6, and then it gives Coach Palmer not only the cushion he needs at halftime, but it changes that momentum that you would have if you're the homecoming team, if you're the Tigers. It just done spoiled homecoming over here.
Yeah, you know, here's the thing mentally. If you can stop Fayetteville, go in with a 24-6 lead, score coming out of the locker room, it makes it very tough mentally for them to think they've got a chance.
And I tell you what, I don't even know.
Even with a quick strike offense.
Well, I don't even know mentally if you even need to worry about them second half now, because they may have just hurt themselves mentally right there, T-Roy, because that was a shot in the wrong direction mentally, bringing that kickoff back.
Back at the 5, they will begin the drive. Back to throw Barnett. He gets some heat, gets away. He'll fire it up the sideline. Pass is it caught? Will he be inbounds?
Pass is complete.
Yes, he will. Nice catch there by Fernando Leslie. And that's a big chunk as he gets out to the 30. 25-yard gain there from Barnett to Leslie.
Barnett made that happen, T-Roy. He got flushed out of the pocket, and he came up and set up and threw the ball, and that's not easy to do, being in your own end zone, being flushed out of the pocket.
Now, if you're Fayetteville, you're thinking about points here. Minute and a half left. You got 25 yards right there and get yourself with a little operating position. Now Fayetteville has some confusion. They're going to have to burn a timeout. Timeout taken. 1:26 left here, second quarter. 24-6 Rockets.
At Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee, we've called this state home for generations, which means we've been helping folks protect what matters most for over 75 years. Whether it's your car, your home, or the life you're securing, we're here with coverage that fits Tennessee. Bundle your coverage with us. If you're looking for one place to cover your insurance needs, no one is better suited to cover Tennessee than a Tennessean. Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Tennessee Insurance for Tennessee Life.
See your local agents, Scott Bond or Troy Cashin. Looking to tackle your next big project? At Equip Go Rentals, we've got the tools and the equipment you need. From skid steers, mini excavators, trenchers, and stump grinders to everything in between, we provide reliable, high-quality rentals to help you get the job done right. Whether it's construction, landscaping, or a home project, count on Equip Go for affordable rates, dependable service, and the right tools every time. Stop by our 401 North Horton Parkway location in Chapel Hill or give us a call at 931-364-RENT.
After the timeout, Fayetteville. Barnett's going to load it up. Flushed out of the pocket now. He'll scramble, gets up the sideline, and he'll run it out of bounds. Doesn't take a lot of time off the clock. And he will run just. Did he get enough? No, he ran out a gain of 9. 1:17 left here in the second quarter.
That was a case of kind of losing where he was at on the field at that time, T. Roy. So certainly don't want to put your quarterback in harm's way, but you would have liked to seen him pick up that first down.
Second down and 1. Fakes the give. Now go quarterback keeper here as he's going to be drugged down. Big Mitchell Todd got his grips on him first. Blaze Bourne was able to finish him off. And we see one of the Fayetteville players kind of got manhandled after kind of the play was winding down there.
I actually thought he was trying to sell for a flag, my man, because
I did as well.
I didn't know you could drop and roll in certain circumstances like that.
1 minute left. Gets the first down after the gain of 5. Now quickly back to work, looking to throw. Got some pressure. Steps up in the pocket and eludes the rush. Directing traffic downfield, and he'll be upended. Sean David and John Hightower able to take him down, and he will be shy of the first down.
I'm going to tip my cap to Barnett that time, T. Roy. He did what you would anticipate, what you want. He did maybe put himself in harm's way, but he went and got the first, tried to get the first.
Come on.
Shaking up on the play.
You got time running down here, Noble, and you got to think about the old college thing here is if you've got an injured player. Right now, did they have any timeouts left? You're thinking about, hey, stopping the clock, getting your offense a free timeout if you hit the deck. So I didn't see where that play came from or whether he hit the deck. So I don't know whether that's injury or not. But if it isn't, that's one of those things you tell them, hey, lay down there for a minute, make it look good, and let's get a timeout. Hopefully he is not injured seriously if he is.
Let's certainly hope he's not. And I tell you what, they still have work to do, T. Roy. They still have a lot of work to do. Certainly got to pick up this first down first, and that's the conversation they're having in the huddle, is to secure the first down, and that gives us at least 3 more opportunities.
Clock stops at the 37-second mark here of the second quarter. We've got a temporary break in the action here, and if you're the Rockets right now, you want to make sure job number 1 is you don't get sucked in on a pump fake and let somebody get behind you, because you've seen Barnett with his ability to extend a play. You don't want to give him any ammunition to be able to get somebody behind you because he can make the throws.
And I tell you what, T. Roy, what will be a challenge, Quayshawn Black can probably get behind most folks. And the young man there, he's making his way to the sideline. That's Ethan Riddle there, T. Roy, number 70. But Quayshawn Black, number 1 for the Tigers. Whomever draws the straw and finds themselves one-on-one with him, they should expect Barnett to come to him at least 2 out of the next potential 3 or 4 plays, depending on how many plays they have available.
Yeah, Black or Thomas, either one. Both of those would be fine targets, and they have been his most frequent looks here tonight. Thomas already with 5 catches, Black with 4. Black, though, with the more dynamic performance of the night. He has many more receiving yards than Thomas does, but both of those young men are dangerous options.
And I tell you what, the Tigers, credit to them, they got them on opposite sides, so somebody going to be man-to-man on one of those two, gentlemen.
To the 46 of Forrest, straight back to throw. Got a little heat as the middle screen caught by Najee, and he gets hit down after a short gain. Nicely done there by the Rockets. Great diagnosis there, and we get a quick timeout taken. That's Blaze Bourne right in the middle of things again. Fayetteville will take the timeout. 30 seconds remaining. We'll take it as well.
Lewisburg Animal Hospital is Marshall County's premier small animal veterinary hospital. As part of the community since 1977, our 4 doctors and highly skilled team offer preventative care, internal medicine, general surgery, and ultrasound. In addition, Maggie Rue Pet Retreat and Grooming Salon is located adjacent to the hospital and offers a full-service grooming and lodging for your companions. Give us a call to schedule an appointment. Lewisburg Animal Hospital is proud to be your other family doctor.
When life gets full, Highway 99 Storage makes space. From everyday storage needs to your biggest seasonal projects, our units have a wide range of sizes to give you room for it all. Need a home for a camper or a boat? We've got secure parking too. And when your belongings need extra protection, our climate-controlled units keep them safe from heat and humidity. Highway 99 Storage, your space, your way. New units are now available. Call 364-5678 or visit highway99storage.com and rent online today.
Man, what a fine Blaze Bourne has been. Fayetteville gets the first down, but not a lot of damage done there. 30 seconds left. As Barnett will roll to his right. Moves the pocket, steps up, slides. Now he'll throw down the field, and that is incomplete. Beautiful job there. Getting there was Jett right as the ball got to the receiver. That was well-timed by Dustin Jett.
You say well-timed, T-Roy. I say bang, bang. Watch this job in coverage here, T-Roy. Ball kind of floats up a little bit from Barnett. Excellent job not getting there too early by Dustin Jett, the junior, number 3.
Bring up second down and 10, 6 seconds off the clock. Fayetteville at the Rocket 43-yard line, trying to score here before halftime because the Rockets get it first to begin the second half of play. Fayetteville, if they can get some points going into the locker room, they'll feel a lot better about themselves.
Got to go vertical. Number 7 and 1 on the same side.
Barnett back to throw. Fires it. Pass caught. Thomas with it, trying to get to the center of the field. Now he'll go all the way across the field, looking for a block, and he'll be taken down. That wasted some time. Valuable seconds off the clock, and we got a penalty marker as well back here, Noble.
While they look at the penalty, T-Roy, I wanted to look at this again because there's not too many people who can go chase down this young man, T-Roy. Watch this. This could be deadly at high school sports.
Yes.
You know how deadly that young man is, but watch Quincy go get him. Quincy had to put a foot down and slipped a little bit and had to go get him. I tell you what, Quincy's showing you his ability on defense also to showcase his skill set with the speed.
Now, you don't know about the leg of the Fayetteville kicker, but again, Noble, that took a lot of time off the clock. 11 seconds for that play to go, and they're going to back this thing up, and that's going to take a lot of time off the clock with that 11 seconds and the penalty on top of it. That, you feel good if you're the Rockets right here.
It takes away what the Tigers wanted to do. They wanted to put the ball in the hands of their elite wide receivers and let them do something.
Clock moving. They got to go quick to get this one off. 3, 2, 1. They got it off. Final play of the half. Barnett going to scramble around. He'll heave it down the field. Ball up in the air, and this one is incomplete. There were a host of Rocket defenders back there to make sure that the receiver was not able to bring that one down. We have reached halftime here in Fayetteville with your score. It's the Forrest Rockets 24 and the Fayetteville Tigers 6. We'll be back with halftime here on TC Sports 1.
Accounting doesn't have to be complicated. At Morehead Cheek PLLC, we offer expert tax preparation and planning plus reliable accounting services for individuals and businesses. Whether it's April or any other month of the year, we're here to keep your finances in order. Find us at 303 North Horton Parkway in Chapel Hill or call 931-246-4425 or visit moreheadcheek.com. Morehead Cheek PLLC, your partner in taxes and accounting, every step of the way.
Of 8.
In Chapel Hill, healing starts at home with P4 Physical Therapy. Located at 5228 Nashville Highway, P4 is proudly owned and operated by former Rocket Logan Hollingsworth, who is dedicated to serving his hometown with the latest in physical therapy care. From sports injuries to post-surgery rehab, P4 offers personalized treatment that gets you back to what you love. Call 931-922-2140 or visit p4physicaltherapy.com.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Ream Heating Equipment was designed to bring affordable comfort to any home. So no matter your budget, we can help you feel comfortable, even when you can't be comfortable.
Oh, come on. Yes, let's go.
When it's time for a tune-up or a new HVAC system, contact the trusted pros at Clint's Air Care for expert service and installation.
Forrest Sports on TC Sports 1 is brought to you by the real Dr. J, Dr. Jeffrey Jordan at Advanced Eye Care Clinic, by Elite Electrical, John Dippold and his fine team, by Farm Bureau Insurance, Auto, Home, Life, and Health, by Apex Bank, a top performer by the ICBA, by Brooks Grocery, where you'll find your next favorite food, by Quint's Air Care, your certified Ream dealer, by Morehead Cheek PLLC, Matt Morehead and John Cheek, by First Commerce Bank, your first choice for hometown banking, by Highway 99 Storage, now renting new units, by J&J Automotive, your one-stop automotive shop, by Lewisburg Animal Hospital, your other family doctor, by Mac Equipment, parts, sales, service, and rental, by the town of Chapel Hill, moving forward with strong tradition, by the Ric Flair of Lawn Care, take Garvin at Garvin's Ground Control, by P4 Physical Therapy, Logan Hollingsworth, and by EquipGo Rental, your home for equipment rental.
Thomas, 5 catches for 11.
In Chapel Hill, Tennessee, we're moving forward with strong tradition. Our town is growing, but we're holding tight to the country charm that makes us proud to call it home. From a world-class tractor pull, the Lion Super Pull of the South, to peaceful family days at Henry Horton State Park, to a friendly wave and greeting as you shop with our local merchants. We're building for the future while celebrating who we are. The town of Chapel Hill wishes all Forrest High School athletes the best of luck this year, and as always, go Rockets!
Woo!
If it's in your yard, it's not too hard for Tate. Tate Garvin at Garvin's Ground Control. Gravel driveways, landscaping, backhoe work, garden turning and lawn mowing, Garvin's Ground Control has got you covered. Quality workmanship and reasonable pricing make Garvin's Ground Control the heavyweight champion of ground control in the mid-state. He is the Ric Flair of lawn care, Mr. Tate Garvin. Give him a call, 931-703-7997. That's Garvin's Ground Control.
He's a real big dude.
Welcome back here at halftime. As you see the score, Forrest up on Fayetteville City 24-6. Halftime festivities going on here for Fayetteville here. And Noble Mays, we have certainly seen the Rockets. Their defense was challenged last week by East Hickman. It is certainly a different challenge here by Fayetteville City, and thus far they have really stepped up and been equal to the task tonight. That's got to be very heartening if you're a Rocket fan.
It certainly has to be, because you said it clearly, but you knew even before Coach Thomas had a conversation about it that these Rocket players would be challenged after last week. And you knew at some point in time, in order to be the team you want to be, you're going to have to be effective in stopping the run game. And there should never be a case where you're going to have a conversation where a team is going to not only be effective in the running game, but make no pass attempts at all. That's not a conversation you want to have in the football realm.
No, you've got to be, I think, the Rockets had some penalties that stopped a drive or so. If not, you may be looking at like 31 or even 27-6 here at halftime. But as it is, 24 points in the first quarter, as the first half, you'll definitely take that. Noble, I'm going to look at a couple of things. I'm going to let you give some halftime stats here, and people will have some boggle your minds again, as Quincy Mitchell's gone over 1,000 yards for the season here in the first half, and he's definitely added more to that total.
Yes, indeed. You're going to look at some stats. You want me to go ahead and
go ahead. I'm going to look at a few scores here that I've got some interest in. I got a report from somebody, and I want to look at a couple other things. So I'm going to let you go ahead.
Yes, indeed. I'll be glad to. Let's start with the home team. They having homecoming here. First half for the Tigers. The quarterback, Barnett. He's been effective in the passing game, also has participated in the running game as well. So we will get to Barnett here in a little while, but let's start off with the rushing right now. You've heard his name quite often. You have the young man here running the ball, Najee. You've heard his name quite often, Zion Najee, number 2. You see him on the field there. He's had 9 carries thus far for 42 yards in the first half. Also, Ford has made a contribution with 1 carry for the Tigers for 0 yards. That's Kenyon Ford, number 15. Also, in the passing game, I told you about Barnett there. Barnett is 14 of 20 passing in the first half for a total of 134 yards. It breaks down as such, T-Roy. 84 of those yards have gone to Black. Black has 4 catches for 84 yards. Barnett has 5. Leslie has 1 catch for 25 yards. Najee not only has been running the ball, key in the offensive running, but also catching the ball as well. Zion Najee has 2 catches for 5 yards. Wilson has 1 catch for 9 yards, and Thomas has 5 catches for 11 yards. So when you think about it, 134 yards in the passing game is pretty much the only way that the Tigers have been effective, how they got their 6 points throughout the game, effective in the passing game. But let's cross over to the visiting team for homecoming, and that's your Rockets. Let's start off in the rushing game. The Rockets, they have 2 players who have carried the ball in the first half for a total of 250 yards. Breaks down as such. Michael Morgan has 5 carries for 21 yards. Quincy Mitchell, 17 carries for 229. I'll slow that down again for you, T-Roy. Not focus on the 17 carries, but I do want you to hear me highlight the 229 yards that the young man has first half rushing. For the ones who may be able to hear in the backdrop, those are fireworks that they are shooting off. Halftime fireworks show display right there. And continuing on with the stats. Michael Morgan, 2 of 8 passing for 26 yards. Breaks down as such. Cruz has 1 catch for 31 yards, and Mitchell 1 catch for -5 yards. That's how we get to a total of 26 yards in the passing game.
Noble, fine job. We appreciate you doing that. And, of course, Ricky, we miss him. He'll hopefully be back with us next week. We definitely want to say hi to him. I know he's out there watching, and miss you, buddy, but we'll be glad to get you back. Here's the big thing, Noble. After last week, everybody has kind of speculated as to how this region was going to play out. It was going to be the big 2 and everybody else. It was going to be Giles County and Sequatchie County, and then everybody else playing for third. Well, after last week, that kind of got thrown into chaos as Watertown beat Giles County 26-21. Had another very interesting matchup this week that a lot of people were looking at. Sequatchie County coming to Cascade tonight. Cascade's gotten off to a good start, 3-1 as well. Wanted to see how they would hold up against Sequatchie. Right now, Sequatchie is the hot knife. Cascade is the butter. At halftime, it's 32-0, Sequatchie County.
Oh, that hot knife slicing right through it, T-Roy. I got your analogy there, my man. I got the visual there. Woo!
Yeah. Also, a couple of other scores that would be of interest in our region play. Richland beating Community at halftime 42-0. Community having a tough season.
Yeah, that is tough.
Also, Watertown, who has really come on as of late, got that big win over Giles last week. They trail White House Heritage at halftime 7-3. Giles has the week off. If you're the Rockets and you get deep enough in the playoffs, you're probably going to see Chattanooga Tyner at some point Right now, Marshall County is locked in a duel with Tyner. It's 20-18 Marshall County at halftime there.
And you knew that would be quite a contest right there. You're talking about two programs who put out athlete after athlete every year, so it does not matter what the year is. It does not matter what field they playing on. You're going to get an athletic contest from both of those competitors.
Let's go ahead while we've got a few extra minutes. They had the halftime ceremonies here, so it's going to take just a little bit longer. We'll give you a little scoreboard here of what we've got. Blackman right now beating Laverne 42-0 in the third quarter. Also, let's see, Marion County losing to Chattanooga Prep 12-0. That may be a little bit of a surprise. Marion County was 4-0. Chattanooga Prep 1-3 coming in. So that a little bit of a surprise here at halftime. Also, Oakland up over Siegel 17-0. That at halftime. Smyrna up on Rockvale 21-3. That's a halftime score. Riverdale beating Stewart's Creek 35-0 at halftime. Also, Gordonsville over Cannon County 28-13. That is late in the second quarter. Columbia over Lawrence County 14-7. That is in the second quarter. Also, let's see who else we've got locally that we can give you. As we said, Sequatchie beating Cascade 32-0 at halftime. Also tonight, Tullahoma in Nolensville just after halftime. Tullahoma winning 19-14 there. Excuse me. Let's see who else. Creekwood. They are defeating Battle Creek 14-6 right now in the second quarter. Cornersville, after a tough loss last week, not getting any better for the Bulldogs. They are losing right now to Eagleville 27-0 at halftime. So tough sledding for the Bulldogs there. Spring Hill looking for their first win of the season. They are up on Maplewood 16-0 in the second. Huntland and Moore County, that is always a tussle. Know that one well. Throw the records out the window there. Huntland, the favorite this year. They're 3-1 coming in. We saw them earlier, and they are quite a good football team. But right now, Moore County, they are 1-3. They are right there in the action. 21-19 Huntland after halftime there. Page is up on Henry County 35-7 to score there at halftime. Let's see if we got anything else that we could throw out here. Brentwood up on Shelbyville in the second 17-0. East Hickman and Waverly don't have a score on that one as of yet. Let's see. Lincoln County having a good season. Falcons 4-0 right now. They're up on Summit. Coach Coleman 21-7. Right now, Noel got another update. Tyner up on Marshall County 31-26. That's a high-scoring affair.
Certainly is, T. Roy. That's in the third quarter, and you know the Eastern time zone, so that game will wrap before we get finished here.
Let's see. I think that'll kind of wrap it up here. But now when we talked about Quincy going over 1,000 yards, we're in our fifth game of the season. And if I am correct, with 2:29 here in the first half, he is sitting 4 yards shy of 1150 on the season. And we are not 5 games in. I mean, you think about it. He's averaging over 200 yards a game, and if he comes out and has a good second half, for him is like 100 yards. So, he's going to be sitting at close to 1250 after 5 games. That's 250 a pop.
And I tell you what, T. Roy, slow it down for me for a second. I want you to hear this clear, T. Roy. I hear you quite often talk about all the contests you have broadcast. I would love for the folks who are viewing and listening to just be in the moment. I need them to, because you never know. You can watch sports forever, and you never know how often you'll get to see athletes come through. But I want them to start kind of noticing and taking recognition for where they were at and what was going on when they seen the young man put up 200-plus yards a game. Not one game, but on a consistent level, because those kind of conversations need to be valued in real time. so they don't lose space, T-Roy, because there are going to be moments where you're going to wish that you had a decent team. There's going to be moments where you had some decent players, and I just want you to embrace the moment. 200+ yards. Whenever you're able to see that, I don't want you to look at that and be numb to it, and I don't want you to just I don't want you to just think that that's going to be something that's just a regular thing. That doesn't happen very often, T-Roy.
That's exactly what we want to say. I mean, he makes it look so easy. Don't think that this is easy. I mean, that is the trap that you fall into, that it becomes where you expect it. Folks, don't ever expect it. Just enjoy greatness. We are seeing a display of it weekly.
And I would love for anybody to be able to communicate to me anytime they've ever seen a high school football player never, ever have a game less than 100 yards. I don't know of any football player who has suited up, T-Roy, who has played high school football and can say every game they played in, they always got over the century mark.
Man, it's crazy to think about it. Noble, we've seen a lot of great football players over the years. I think about, there is one play in my mind that I think about with Dante Hightower when he was a sophomore at David Lipscomb, and Lipscomb had some wonderful teams back then. He breaks outside on the first play of the game, and that young man is a sophomore, and he's 230, 235 at the time. He breaks outside, gets to the corner, turns the corner, goes 80 yards, and there are smaller defensive backs that don't even get anywhere close to him. A young man thought he had an angle on him, and when he gets to where he wanted to be, Dante's 5 yards past him. And I thought to myself at that point, and I always remembered that, don't take that for granted. I see Quincy in that 99-yard run at Huntland, and I'm thinking to myself, don't ever take that for granted. Enjoy the moments when you're seeing greatness like this. I mean, you think about Noble right now. We said it in our pregame. He has added to his touchdown total here tonight. He's got now 13 TDs on the ground. 4, 6, 16, 40, 43, 45, 58, 60, 72, 74, 85, 94, and 99 on the season. You think about how many times in somebody's career do you get over 5 carries of 50+ yards for a touchdown. He, in 5 games, Noble, has now had runs of 58, 60, 72, 74, 85, 94, 99. He's got 7 touchdown runs over 50 yards in the first 5 games. That's a career. Most people don't even get one. That's a career for a lot of folks. He's got that in half a season.
Most folks don't even have that when they start to inflate their numbers, T-Roy. And here's the thing: his numbers are real. You know how numbers get inflated.
We always
over
get
time.
better as we age. Yes.
Numbers get inflated. But here's the beautiful thing about living in this day and time: this young man has the ability to see this when he goes home, but he has the ability to be able to archive this and have this for life. And because just think about how many stories you can tell over the years in communities where they start talking about who the greats were.
Yeah.
And all you got is just word of mouth. But this young man here, he eventually he'll have some hardware to show for it. But I tell you what, before we get to the hardware conversation, he certainly has videos to prove this.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. I mean, and I am not, and I'm going to apologize because I didn't see the great teams of the past. I can only judge from the games that we've been doing. That 2019 team was one of the best I've seen. That was a wonderful season that, in all likelihood, should have ended a little bit differently than it did. I will always remember how great that team was. Quincy, right now, I mean, and I have such a fondness. We talk about that 19 team all the time, how good they were up and down.
Yes.
I mean, I'm just amazed. I'm blown away at what I'm seeing.
And T-Roy, I know where you're at, and you're not comparing, because that's where a lot of folks get in trouble, is they want to compare errors and things of that nature. That's not what you're doing. You're just speaking about what it is you're seeing right here with your own eyes, and that's the reason why I wanted folks just to slow down. It's not a case of comparison, because when you get in cases of comparison, it's not a fair conversation, because they're not playing at the same time. You can't compete those. There's a lot of different variables, but just simply what the eye test and the conversation we're having, and I'll say this, there's a lot of folks out there, you being one in particular, who do numbers better than me. And those who do numbers well, they'll tell you can make numbers say whatever they want to say, okay? And you can plug them and you can do whatever you want and you can lean them to your advantage. But it's going to be hard to justify when you see the amount of carries versus the amount of yards, okay? Because you can inflate some numbers when you run a certain offense where the coach giving you the ball 30, 40, 50 times a game, and you putting up ridiculous numbers. But when the coach is only giving you 15 to 25 carries a game and you putting up 3 bills and things of that nature on a consistent basis, T-Roy, now that's the kind of numbers I'm talking about. You put that stat sheet, that Excel sheet in front of me, and then we can have a conversation.
But I want to say this. I feel like he is a young man who, if you're a teammate, and I even feel it as a broadcaster, you want to make sure you give what he's doing your best effort. And if you're seeing these guys out here on the field, hey, you know what? I got a guy that can go to the house every time. I want to make sure I get my block down every time because I want to see him do what he does. And for us, I'm like, man, I just want to be able to describe how he does things. I'm sitting back here, and sometimes I have to catch myself at like, I'm just watching him go, and I'm thinking, man, I got to describe how he's doing this. It's amazing to watch. And the thing that you love about him is he's not the guy that when he scores, he's not taking the ball and he's not jumping up and down, look at me, whatever. He's like the Barry Sanders. He just goes on his way, and I'll be back again. He doesn't draw attention to himself. He's the guy that the coaches will tell you, best teammate in the world. When somebody else does something, he's the first guy there to congratulate them. Those are the young men that you root for just as much as you can possibly root for somebody. The guy that goes to that length, the greatness that's shown, but he doesn't have to draw attention to himself.
And I tell you what, T-Roy, a young man will never have to draw attention to himself. I was listening to you describe that, and you know what it told me? I'm going to equate that to you, T-Roy, your greatness. You don't have to draw attention to yourself. So watch this, T-Roy. Let me try an analogy for once. One of the greats, Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali spoke for himself, but what made Muhammad Ali special to people like me was he had a co-sale who spoke highly about him. So now you have a quiet young man like Quincy Mitchell who does not have to toot his own horn. But you said you have a difficult time describing some of the plays. I think you do a superb job. So what Quincy Mitchell has at his disposal is your vocabulary. He has the adjectives of Troy Cashin to be able to describe to the folks who are viewing and listening. So what Quincy Mitchell has, he has Troy Cashin to be able to articulate to the folks who are able to listen in and watch him. He'll be able to go back. I'm going to link the two of you all together.
We're going to have to find some more adjectives, though.
No, sir.
He keeps doing what he's doing.
You got a plethora of words you can share with this audience, T-Roy.
Rockets now looking to take a big control here. If they can score coming out of the locker room, they lead it 24-6. Kick will be taken by Tincher, center of the field, 25-30. Up the field he comes across the 35 out to about the 38, and a good return there by Jacob Tincher will give this offense good starting field position.
You talked about it, T-Roy, being able to go into the half for Coach Palmer and his staff, 24-6, deferred to the second half for this golden opportunity here to be able to continue to apply pressure to the Tigers on homecoming. So this right here, T-Roy, you say it quite often. If there was any life still left in the Tigers, you can go ahead and start deflating that right here on this drive.
This is like prime Mike Tyson. Just come out of the ring, just throw the haymaker right here.
There you go, ding, ding.
They give it to Mitchell. Mitchell up the middle now, trying to cut it left. And he gets hit down, but not before he gets turned up the field. That was a good job, though, in the open field by Fayetteville there to get him down. I think that was number 3, Kason Reese, with the tackle. But Quincy picks up a quick 6 there.
Quincy did exactly what you anticipate a running back to do. And you always talk about him in the weight room and his package that he brings. He showed you why the weight room matters. He's able to fall forward, T-Roy, in that tackle by number 3, Reese.
2nd down and 4 out of the gun. They'll go back to Quincy. Coming right, sheds a couple of tackles, now cuts it back inside. He'll pick up his 1st down as he gets hit down hard by Black, who had some company. But another 6-yard pickup there for Quincy.
T-Roy, I'm going to show this again one more time. Watch this. It's Reese again, but I tell you what, I want to show you how physical the running back is. Watch this, T-Roy. Look at that. Not only the speed, but watch the physical nature of him, the physicality of it, the lower extremities that are strong, but I wanted you to see him be able to finish that hit off there, okay? Again, it's Reese again, but here's the thing. Usually you got a running back, they come either with power or they come with speed, okay? But whenever you can put all that together in one package, my man, you have something special, and I call him Quincy Mitchell.
Empty the backfield here. 1st down and 10 from the midfield stripe. Rockets on the move. Quarterback draw. Here comes Micah Morgan. He'll plow forward as he gets the offensive line with a little abdominal push. Didn't get the tush push out of that one, but they got behind him, shoved him forward a little bit. He'll pick up 3 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's exactly what you want, T-Roy. Very manageable. Anytime you can pick up 3 or 4 on 1st down, it opens up the whole playbook.
This one's taken a while. We're almost at the 9 o'clock hour, and we're just out of halftime. They had the halftime festivities, and this game in the first half, even though the teams ran up and down the field, took a while to get that first half completed.
It did. There was a lot of penalties there. They stalled the game quite often.
2nd down and 7. Rockets coming out of the locker room. Fake to Patrick. They'll swing it right side. Cruz. Quick catch by Isaac, and he gets snowed under immediately. No place to go. As it'll bring up now 3rd down.
I think that was Kenyon Ford, number 15 for the Tigers. He did an excellent job in open field, being able to make sure that there was no additional yards got that time.
No gain for Cruz. It'll bring up now 3rd down and 7.
Correction.
For the Rockets. Right here, you want to put points on the board, Noble. If you can make it with a touchdown, 31-6 right now, I think mentally you maybe begin to get a few folks on that Tiger side checking out.
Oh, yeah. They've already seen the homecoming festivities, my man. They've seen the Queen ride around on the float on the track. They've seen the band. If you can mess around and put up 31-6, you mess around, the parking lot may be empty come 4th quarter.
Noble, I missed the penalty there.
I didn't see the flag down either. I heard the PA announcer announce it there, and I seen them move the sticks back. But it certainly does change this schedule that the Rockets on.
Yeah, now 2nd down and 17 after the 10-yard penalty. Got to assume maybe there was a hold there. So they are backed up now to their own 43-yard line here. Under 10 minutes left, 3rd quarter. Back to the ground with Mitchell. Starts right now, cuts it back up the middle, and he almost hit another home run. Noble, they tripped him up by his shoelaces. He got into the middle, and that is where the electrifying athleticism of Mitchell comes into play.
Certainly does. Tyron White, number 11, got him right in the lower area there that time. But again, falling forward, picking up additional yards there that time. And I'll say this, T-Roy, I don't think we've seen it twice this year, but we hadn't seen it tonight. There has not been any tackle for losses on the running back tonight.
No. 3rd down and 11 now for the Rockets. Can they convert and move the sticks here? Man in motion is Hightower, left to right. Back to throw Morgan. Down the middle he goes. Got a man back there. Incomplete. Just overthrew Tincher, who had a step. But we got penalty markers down as well.
I'm going to assume that should be on the Rockets, T-Roy. Should be on the Rockets that time, T-Roy.
They're going to decline this one.
Should be on the Rockets that time.
Boy, I'm going to tell you, that was as, again, you hold your breath because it looks in the air like he might be able to run under it and just a little bit overthrown.
Yeah, T-Roy, and they talk about it often, kind of putting that ball, a little helicopter, putting a little extra flight on it or something, put it in the air, and just let them come down and run under it. So I ain't seen them at the NFL level ask you to put a little extra air under it, rather catch it short rather than overthrowing them.
The dangerous Thomas is back there as Tincher gets it out of there. Good punt as this one will hit, check up, and the Rockets now will get on it, as it will be down at about the 27-yard line by Blaze Bourne, and now it will be the Rockets on defense, as Fayetteville will take over for the first time here in the second half. But for Fayetteville, you got what you wanted. Held them scoreless coming out of the locker room. Now you give your offense a chance to get yourself back in it.
You do, and the question now is that sense of urgency that you used to talk to me about, T-Roy, that I didn't quite understand when you used to verbalize that to me. But let's see if they will push the ball downfield more often, the Tigers I speak of, rather than trying to throw the little quick pass and then let the wide receiver go do the rest of the damage.
Barnett definitely capable, as you talked about the stats in the first half. He's got the arm strength, the arm talent to do it. 14 out of 20 in that first half as they go to the ground here with Najee up the middle, and Rockets are finally able to knock him back. And did they get the football? They are saying the ball is on the ground. Rockets are pointing that they have it. The officials say no, ball carrier is down.
We're going to try to take a look at it here. I think Quincy Mitchell got in the middle of that, and I was trying to see if they were able to pull the ball out before they blew the whistle there, T-Roy. Wasn't able to get a little grip there, but we will trust the young men in the stripes.
Gain of 7, second down and 3 now. That would have been a big swing of events.
Huge.
Quick throw out of the backfield, swinging it there. Thomas got a blocker in front of him. He will pick up his first down as he will reach out to the 45. Quick gain there, and again, Thomas, big athlete, and when he gets turned north and south, he's a handful.
You talked about his size, but when you parlay that size with the speed, T-Roy, he got that ball, made a nice little loop route right out of the backfield right there, and he was headed north and south once he got that ball.
First down from their own 46, little flip. Coming right, cutting it back inside. I believe is that Najee or Thomas? That's Thomas again. Picks up 3 on the little flip.
Pick up a 4, will bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll give him 4, make it now 2nd and 6.
On the tackle that time. Blaze Bourne, number 71. I thought I seen Braden Bourne, number 1, over there as well, T-Roy, to be honest with you. And I heard
Blaze has had a big night. We've called his name an awful lot this evening.
We certainly have. We certainly have. And that front line has done a much better job tonight of being able to apply pressure and push that offensive line back.
Yeah, that's how you wanted them to respond. They have done well here tonight. Second down as they get back in the backfield. What a job! Knifing through there. He got there almost by the time the ball carrier got the ball. That's Braden Bourne.
Let's look at him one more time, T-Roy. Let's see how quick he got there. Watch him come off the left edge on your television screen right there, T-Roy. Look at there. Right when the handoff exchange took place right there, and then he got help from about 4 other Rockets.
Third down and 10 now, as the Rockets a chance to get the defense off the field. Great penetration by Bourne.
I thought I would see a pass, but that's a tight set. Watch the tight end.
A little trick play here is they're going to pitch it, shovel it inside, running around trying to find some space and not finding anything other than some white jerseys. Is that Thomas again? Let's see. Yes, it is. No, yes, it is. Thomas. Got about 2 on the flip there, so it'll be 4th down, and it's still going to be 7 to go.
They were expecting to catch the Rockets off guard and wanted everybody to go in the opposite direction with a little misdirection. They were going to let Thomas Speed get around the edge. Great job, Rockets defense.
They have quick kicked out of this before. Let's see what they do here on 4th down and 7. That was a different situation. Now we're midway through this third quarter. Going for it, Barnett back to pass. He's got a little time. He'll step up and heave it down the middle. Man back there, incomplete. He actually had a man streaking down behind the play. That's Trez Brown. And I'm not sure whether the first receiver got a hand on it or not. He couldn't haul it in. That pass may have been intended for Brown down the field.
Wilson, Jericho Wilson, number 8. I think Brown should have taken the initiative. Brown could have been a little more assertive. Number 9, he actually could have went and got that ball, but you had 2 wide receivers in the same vicinity, and I think Brown kind of laid up and allowed Wilson to get it. But Brown was the one who that ball should have been intended for, because he was the one leaking out.
That's the thing you didn't get last week. Bourne steps up, makes the big play, gets them into 3rd and long, and the defense responds with good coverage there. They turn them over on 4th down. Take back over and back to the ground game, pounding it forward, Mitchell. Now let's see if that Rocket offensive line can take over the line of scrimmage. Quincy, pick up of a quick 4 there for Mitchell.
And you talked about it, situational football, T-Roy. You got 6:47 remaining in the 3rd quarter, up 18 points. If you can mess around, and even if the score remains the same heading into the 4th, it certainly changes not only the play selection by Coach Palmer, but you can hesitate to get to the line of scrimmage, milk some clock, and this game will go really fast.
I've got him now at 2:51 unofficially, Noble. 2nd down and 6. Quarterback keeper straight up the middle, Morgan. He will get his 1st down and more, as he will get it all the way down to the Fayetteville. Let's see where they're going to spot him, at the 31. So a gain of, let's give him 9 there on the carry.
They forgot about Michael Morgan. They've been focused all night long on Quincy, and they forgot the film they've watched, that every once in a while you can keep kind of giving it to Quincy and you forget about Michael.
But that's your quarterback knowing. That was a good job on the read there by Micah. 1st and 10 from the 31. Halfway through this 3rd quarter. Give Quincy. Outside now, inside. Mitchell trying to keep on his feet. He does so. Burrows his way forward. What a job. It's just like he hit a blocking sled, Noble. Just kept those legs. His lower body, his trunk is compact and so powerful. You watch him just hit those defenders and push them back.
They forced him on the interior at that time, number 50, Weston Stillman for the Tigers, and you've seen him maneuver his way through there. You talked about the strength in his lower extremities, and I tell you what, he just continues to churn and churn and churn, kind of like that butter you were talking about earlier.
Gain of 9, 2nd down and 1. They just keep moving, and more importantly, keep that clock moving as well. Morgan, a high snap, handles it well. Coming down the line, now he'll tuck and keep it, as he will be thrown down from behind. Rather violently, he hits the turf. No horse collar there.
No, he got him on the shoulder pads. No horse collar there. We're not going to ask for anything that we don't get, T. Roy. So a run pass option that time. You had Bourne out there as an option to be able to pass the ball to. Not a lot of distance between where Bourne was actually at, where the defender was at, and where Michael was at. So wasn't a real good risk reward to put that ball in harm's way to throw the ball to Bourne.
That was a tough 5 for Micah there.
Oh, it was real tough. Maybe next time we can get the wide receiver to go a little farther downfield, make the risk reward a little greater.
From the 16 now, 1st down and 10. Clock still moving, approaching the 5-minute mark as they go back to Quincy. Outside now, cuts it back inside, and Quincy will be hit down, I believe, just shy of the 10. Quick 5 there for Quincy.
Mitchell on the carry.
And I tell you what, I won't give Quincy a little credit, T. Roy. The IQ of him does not take any extra unnecessary hits that he don't need. Once he realized, kind of gets low or whatever, not giving a real good, legitimate shot at that 1-3 on his jersey.
Mitchell now. He's got 23 carries for 265 yards unofficially right now.
Go on and mark it down, T-Roy. Go on and put it down, my man. September 19th, 2025, young man went over 300 yards down there in Fayetteville City School for the Tigers on their homecoming. Go on and write it down.
5 minutes left here in the 3rd from the 11. 2nd down and 5. Rockets looking to try to put a few more nails in the coffin here, as Morgan's going to roll to his left. Now he'll tuck and run, and good pursuit by the Fayetteville defense, able to take him down. It'll bring up now 3rd down and long.
And what the Rockets have in their favor, T-Roy, not only time, but score, and they have the luxury of maybe putting up 3 more points right here. And I tell you what, that changes the numbers a little bit, because it requires a lot of the Tigers if you can go up 27-6, T-Roy.
3rd down and 8 now after the loss of 3. That clock, though, continuing to churn. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left. Noble, you're trying to tell me on my anniversary I'm going to remember that Quincy Mitchell had a great game.
Oh, this your anniversary?
Anniversary.
Man, you dedicated to TC Sports 1, my man. You should not be here.
Jace is his birthday today, so we got 2 big events today. Micah with the keeper. He slides between defenders. He is going to push it close to the goal line, and he will pick up his 1st down. Beautifully done by Micah.
Morgan on the
Morgan,
keeper.
here's what a lot of folks lose sight of. He's not easy to bring down, T-Roy. I want you to watch
He is very elusive.
Yes, I want you to watch this, T-Roy. We talk about his speed all the time, and we talk about his decision-making, but he's not easily tackled, T-Roy. It's going to require some effort.
Down to the 2 now as they look to punch it in here.
And T-Roy, I heard you talk about Jace's birthday. Happy birthday, Jace. Heard you talk about your anniversary. I like both of y'all guys, but I don't plan on being here on my birthday nor my anniversary with either one of y'all. I just want to tell you that.
I got you, Noble. Well noted. Snap, give. Mitchell starts up the middle. He'll go to the left and score, but we got a lot of laundry on this one, so it looks like it's coming back.
It's certainly coming back, T-Roy. Even the crowd, they didn't get too excited with that one. They know football, T-Roy. We'll just bring it back and start over.
Hey, I'll say my wife has put up with me for 27 years today.
That's all right. Happy anniversary, Miss Dawn.
I know what she's spending it. You can tell where she's spending it at right now. So she has allowed me to do this for a lot of years. Otherwise, we'd be divorced by now. So thank her for letting me come out and do this.
Once again, happy anniversary, Miss Dawn.
I'm sure she's probably not watching right now, so I'll have her go back and watch this especially.
The call against Forrest. Personal foul against Fayetteville.
So Fayetteville with a personal foul here. So You got the 10-yard penalty that'll be marked off against the Rockets, but then Fayetteville comes right back with a personal foul. So you're going to end up at about the 6 after this.
Fayetteville, a 10-yard penalty.
Wow.
Correction. Holding against Forrest.
So you end up at 6.
Then dead ball.
I tell you what, none of that works well for the Tigers, T-Roy.
No, it does not. You did not want to have that penalty at this time because right now you got the full playbook open, 1st down from the 6.
You do, and here's the part that's going to hurt. The part that's going to hurt is they're going to run the ball on 1st down and probably not get into the end zone, and the clock just going to continue to tick, T-Roy.
Yeah, but right now they don't care.
And here's the other part that's going to hurt. Eventually they're going to get in. That's the part that's going to really hurt when they go up 31-6.
Mitchell the back. Give it Quincy straight up the middle. He got a great line surge, and he took that one in almost untouched, Noble. Give the guys on that left side of the line a lot of credit. Quincy does a lot, but that time he didn't have to do a ton. He went just to his left, took 1 step, saw the Red Sea part, and just walked into the end zone.
T-Roy, as an excellent job up front right there, my man. I got to tell you, fine job. Delman Hall, Wyatt Holmes, them guys are doing a superior job in the interior of that line.
Nicely blocked. Give those offensive linemen some credit. Snap a little low, but Cruz did a great job of pulling that one back in. Got it down for Garcia to hammer it through. And with 3:53 left here in this 3rd quarter, it looks like homecoming is not going to be very happy for the Fayetteville Tigers as the Rockets lead it 31-6.
Apex Bank has been named the #1 community bank in Tennessee by Independent Community Bankers of America. Located at 118 South Horton Parkway, we offer everyday checking, CDs, and personal loans. Secure, convenient online banking. Bank anytime, anywhere. We're your neighbors, proud to sponsor local events like the Forrest High School Fish Fry. Apex Bank, 931-246-7105. Apex Bank, building stronger communities together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Your one-stop shop to keep your auto running smoothly is J&J Automotive. From routine maintenance to brakes, front-end alignments, suspension work, oil changes or AC work, all the way to transmission replacements or engine swaps, J&J has got you covered. See Mr. Vince or Mr. Matt Jackson at their location at 1791 Highway 99 Chapel Hill, or give them a call at 931-364-5602. Keep your vehicle in tip-top shape at J&J Automotive.
Man, I wish we had they just concluded. The young ladies, the cheerleaders down in front of us, they're doing leg kicks, of course. They had to do 31 that time. I'm sure they're getting tired of this offense putting points on the board. This one squibbed along the ground. It'll be covered at about the 36-yard line, and they're not going to give any chance for a long return here.
They're not, T-Roy. I want to give credit to whoever the cheerleader coach is, okay? Because when I watch on TV, they end up having the young ladies do push-ups and stuff like that. So whoever the cheerleader coach is, she's smart enough to say we're not doing any push-ups, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to do these leg kicks. That's what I'm talking about.
Coach Kendra Burkett doing a nice job. She'll appreciate that.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Let your young ladies do leg kicks. We mess around. We might do 30 of them, 38 of them in a little while.
Yeah, we might. There's a possibility they might have to do a few more. We may get up into some other numbers here.
I can't even do 38 push-ups, T-Roy.
Probably couldn't lift my leg 30 sometimes, much less kick.
I can't in my recliner.
I hear you. Back to throw Barnett. They're going to have to air it out now. They need big plays quickly. Down the sideline, pass incomplete. Hey, it was a well-thrown ball by Barnett. He gave his receiver a chance, but good coverage back there by Jet. He was right with the receiver.
It was good enough. Jet's on the island. We want to see it again. Watch him, T-Roy. Look at the technique. He had a couple backstops, pivoted his hips, turned around, found the ball in the air. No case ever for pass interference on the defense that time. As you said, well-thrown ball, gave the wide receiver a chance, but he was blanketed by Dustin Jet, number 3.
Second down and 10. Barnett again looking to throw. He got some heat this time, and he will be snowed under. Sacked by the Rockets. The pocket broke down in a hurry, Noble, as they got great push inside.
Yes, indeed, T-Roy. Look at it real clearly.
I see Big Delman Hall. Yes, he had to be right there.
I tell you what, look at it. Look at it. They pushed the pocket. You got number 79, Gabe Franklin. You got number 7, Sean David. And you, as you said it there, Delman Hall, number 63. You got them all checked off, T-Roy. That's exactly how you apply pressure when a team is trying to come from behind. You got to pin your ears back. Same way East Hickman did us last week.
Exactly. Third down now. We'll call it 17. Again, they'll have to put this one in the air, and you just pin your ears back. Here they come again. That pocket beginning to collapse. Barnett trying to get free. He'll shake one, and now he'll be taken down from behind by Braden Bourne. He ran around about 15 yards, and he got back to the line of scrimmage. That's all.
He did. Watch it. I think it's a 4-down rush, T-Roy. Watch it. 4-down linemen, T-Roy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 of them, and then one come off the edge right there, T-Roy. And here's the beautiful thing about that. The reason why I want to highlight it, if you can get that much pressure with 5 down linemen, it allows you to have the luxury to have 6 back in the secondary, T-Roy. It's going to be hard to complete a pass like that if you can get rushed like that. Got a player down, T-Roy.
Got an injured Tiger back there. 2:59 left here, third quarter. Let's take a quick break. Rockets in control.
In the heart of Chapel Hill, there's a small-town grocery with a big selection, Brooks Grocery. From crisp produce to shelves full of your favorite brands, Brooks has it all. The deli offers a hot bar daily and even sushi. At Brooks, the employees aren't just staff, they're your friends and neighbors. With new items arriving all the time, you might just find your next favorite food at Brooks. Don't be chicken to try something new at Brooks Grocery. Big selection and hometown heart. They call him the real Dr. J. No, not the basketball legend, Dr. Jeffrey Jordan. He may not dunk, but he does bring slam dunk vision care to Lewisburg. And his team, nearly 100 years of combined experience. We're still trying to figure out how they all started in middle school. But jokes aside, Advanced Eye Care Clinic takes your vision seriously. From cutting-edge technology to a warm, beautiful office at 815 East Commerce Street, you're in great hands. Call 931-359-4373 today. Your eyes will thank you.
Time out.
And welcome back. 31-6 is your score. Got an update here. Says Sequatchie and Cascade 32-0 final. That's, of course, next week's opponent. And that's one of those games you hate to get caught looking ahead. But, again, that's one of the two teams you thought preseason that were going to be the two you had to beat, or at least, hang tough with.
Clarify that for the folks at home. You're talking about Sequatchie and both Cascade. Both was going to be formidable.
Cascade, of course, is going to be a tough game no matter what, but Giles and Sequatchie were the two probably you're looking at early in the season. Fourth down, 13 now, as Fayetteville lines up to punt it away. Peyton Greenwood, this time he's going to get it out of there. He will not run, and he hits a rocket as it will be bounced out of bounds where the Rockets will start with about, they'll start with good position about the 31-yard line here. 2:49 left here in the third quarter.
T-Roy,
Rockets would love to see this thing go tick, 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 tick pretty quick in the fourth quarter.
I tell you what, when it starts going tick, 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 there's going to be a couple grandmothers, grandfathers sitting at home, didn't make the trip. I'm going to start to call your little grandson's name because your grandson should be on the field probably in the next 15 minutes on the next drive. I say the next offensive drive, Coach Palmer will put some new players out there with some fresh uniforms, and we're going to highlight those young men.
They'll begin here about the 39-yard line as quick pitch. Coming right, looking to get to the corner is Tincher, and he'll get back to about the line of scrimmage. As they like to use his speed, Noble, he can get to the corner. He's got burner speed.
And I tell you what, T-Roy, I'm going to go on and make a case for it. If you can burn like Jacob Tincher, you need to at least have a minimum of 5 touches every game. You need to be in the playbook where you get a chance to touch the ball at least 5 times. Some kind of screen or some kind of play where you get at least 5 opportunities.
You know, he got the touchdown on the reverse last week, and that they've talked about being able to get him more involved.
I need him at least 5 every game, at least 5. It just need to be drawn up before you even get on the bus.
Second down and 11. Mitchell now to Morgan's left. Give Quincy. Coming right. Quincy gets to the corner. Finds his way behind a blocker. He hid behind John Hightower for just a minute and advanced it upfield for another couple of yards. He'll end up picking up, let's give him 8 on the play. It's going to be third down and 3.
I'm glad you went ahead and highlighted John Hightower there, the junior, number 15, T-Roy, because sometimes unsung heroes, T-Roy, not too many wide receivers want to engage in the blocking. They want to try to catch some balls. So John Hightower accepted his role. Great job, John.
Third down, we'll say a couple here for the Rockets. Give Quincy coming back right. Quincy with a hole. Quincy to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, and taken down at the 34-yard line. Another big gain for Mitchell.
Down to the 34-yard line.
I want you to look at this, T-Roy. Wyatt Holmes is all the way downfield waiting on Quincy to get down there. Look at that. Looking for somebody to block. They all running away from him. Quincy did a fine job of following his blocks. Got on the edge that time. It got sealed off, and he knew exactly what to do there. But one more time, tip your hat off to the senior, number 65, Wyatt Holmes, downfield.
Let's give them all some credit up front. Those young men have done a great job. Mitchell Todd, Lachlan Morris, Delman Hall, Wyatt Holmes, Jackson Kramer. Those big fellas have done the job here tonight. Back to the ground they go. Weaving through is Patrick. Ethan Patrick getting a carry in relief of Mitchell. Quincy banging on the door of 300 yards. He's got 26 carries and 297 yards unofficially right now.
297 unofficially. And I tell you what, T-Roy, I'm gonna say something you'll probably agree with me, but everybody at home, they're going to take offense to you and I saying this. Somebody need to go ahead and send Coach a text. Tell him Quincy needs one more carry so he can get 300 yards.
If Ricky Sweeney was doing the stats, I would feel comfortable sending that stats. I'm not as comfortable with me doing play-by-play and stats too.
Because Quincy may not see the ball anymore. I would like to see him get 300. 300 is different than 297.
Yes, sir. Back to the ground. Patrick with another carry. He continues to fight as helmet comes off. Patrick just fighting forward. He didn't get a lot there. Back to the line of scrimmage. I think that's all. It'll be third down. We'll call it 3 as that clock just continues to move here in the third quarter.
It is. And I tell you what, Ethan Patrick again on the carry that time, and I certainly want to see Ethan Patrick get a number of carries. I don't want to take any carries away from him. I just want to see Quincy get one more opportunity with this big line doing their job, because here's the thing, T-Roy, here's also how you look at it. You just highlighted the linemen. They get also an opportunity as they get older to say, hey, you know, I blocked for a fella who ran for 300 yards on homecoming down there for the Tigers.
Twice already.
There you go. All right.
Of course, can't forget that Creekwood game where he almost cracked 4, and if it hadn't been for the phantom penalty, would have cracked 4. Patrick sliding along the line, and I think he may have got his first down. He's going to be really close.
He's going to be close enough that we're going to go for it. How about that? There it is. They drop it.
They're going to move the sticks. First down, 1 minute left here in the third quarter. Nice job by Patrick, though. Give him 4. Patrick now 3 carries for 11 yards.
Freshman entering the game, number 22.
Oakley Pipkin.
There you go. Thank you very much.
He's another name that you're going to be hearing a lot of.
Well, I tell you what, I got a feeling, T-Roy, we're going to hear his name called here in play-by-play. I just might be wrong, but let's see if he does not get this handoff right here to freshman, Mr. Pipkin.
Just churning it down to the 23-yard line. 30 seconds left. They're going to give it to him. He gets hit hard, still fighting as he gets just picked up and thrown backwards. Loss on the play, but give Pipkin some credit there, Noble. He got hit hard, but refused to go down.
He did get hit hard, T-Roy. I don't want the line to be upset with me, but they got a block for Pipkin, too. You know, Pipkin, I'll say it for you, Pipkin. Y'all got a block for number 22 as well.
And that will be your final play of the third quarter. Rockets have padded the lead as now after 3 full quarters of play, they lead it by a score of 31-6. Don't go away. Fourth quarter coming your way next.
At Elite Electrical, our team of licensed professionals brings precision and care to every project. From residential upgrades, light commercial installation, rewiring homes, or installing energy-efficient lighting in businesses, our expertise shines through in everything we do. Elite Electrical now offers HVAC services for both residential and light commercial projects as well. You can trust Elite Electrical to power your world with safety and excellence.
Chapel Hill is growing, and so is First Commerce Bank. With new locations opening, we're making it easier to serve you wherever life takes you. New technologies have provided many new windows to help make your banking experience easier, but our commitment to personal service hasn't changed. We're right here with you, supporting what matters most. Other communities are now finding out what Marshall Countyans have known for over 20 years. First Commerce Bank, your first choice for hometown banking. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I don't know what number.
And welcome back. Fourth quarter set to get underway here in Fayetteville as the Rockets, a bounce-back game for them, and they have bounced back in a big way, Noble. After the defeat against Hickman County, that is a big thing for them to come out here tonight.
It certainly is, T-Roy, and here's an opportunity right here for the offense to get one more opportunity right here, T-Roy.
Second down and 14 now for the Rockets. Morgan with Tincher in motion. Snap a little bit high. Tincher's going to pick it up, and he'll get dropped. Loss on the play.
Recovered by the Rockets.
Rockets will keep possession, though. Tincher gets up a little gingerly there.
T-Roy, I got a hotline over here.
Okay.
Mr. Ricky Sweeney called in on the hotline.
Okay.
He said he got the stats, and this is a young man who got great vision.
Hey, I trust him. Yeah, I trust him.
Mr. Ricky Sweeney said he got him right at the 300 mark there. Yes, sir. So what we're going to do, 26 carries, 300 yards, Quincy Mitchell, compliments of none other than our statistician, Mr. Ricky Sweeney. We love you, young man. We love you, Mr. Sweeney.
And we certainly miss him here tonight, as you can more than happily tell here. Loss on the play by Tincher. And the Rockets, looks like they're going to have to take a timeout here. 11:27 left here in the fourth quarter. And, well, let's keep it here during the break. Next up, you step into region play. Those last 5 are huge because it determines if and where you will be in the playoff picture. It all begins next week. You get that run. It's Sequatchie, Cascade, Community, Giles, and Watertown to finish it up.
And as you said there, T-Roy, we talked about it when Mr. Sweeney was with us first 2 games. And I think Mr. Sweeney and you spent a lot of time on it, going on the road to play your 2 contests. Not only were you successful in winning those games, but what it did, it afforded you the luxury right here on this back half to spend most of the time at home. So you're in a good place where you get to play in front of your home crowd for some meaningful games.
Yeah, I'm certainly happy Ricky is out there watching this thing and statting it for us. We'll probably have to hang up and talk to him and get the exact totals for you I feel confident then we can tell you we got the right stats here tonight. I feel good. I've just got close, Noble, so I feel like I'm going to give myself a pat on the back for getting just close.
You deserve 2 pats on the back, my man, because you already the best play-by-play man, and here you are trying to calculate some yards as well in the midst of all that. So as they say, you only got one job, man. So but you tonight you got 2.
Uh-oh. Look who's back in the game.
Oh, you see out there, T-Roy?
I see number 13, but he's lined up as a receiver this time.
He might go in motion, though. Oh, that's be a pass, though. Never mind.
3 receivers to the right. Mitchell, lone receiver to the left side of the field. Now they'll send a man in motion. Hightower right to left as Morgan back to throw. Got some heat. Throws across the middle pass. And should we have the flag? Yes, we do. Yeah, he got there early. Black got a good jump on the ball, but the receiver did a good job of boxing out, Noble.
That's Quincy Mitchell. Quincy Mitchell boxed out. Watch him come over. He tried to come through Quincy. Watch this, T-Roy. He tried to come through Quincy. Yep. Not only did he get there early, but he came through Quincy in order to knock that ball down. And even if this was basketball, that would have been a push in the back, my man. Ain't no such thing as over the back, but that would have been a push in the back.
So that makes this much more interesting. 3rd down and 5 after the 15-yard penalty. So the Rockets now have a much more manageable situation.
And T-Roy, I got to tell you, I looked up at the score. I didn't think they were going to put the ball in the air. I didn't really think they were going to pass the ball. I didn't. I thought it was going to be a run, just run the clock.
Mitchell running back to the right of the quarterback. He is going, oh no, they got a piece of that face mask. He still stayed on his feet and got the 1st down. My goodness.
That's how strong he is.
Yes.
That's how strong he is. And I tell you what, you don't get that strong with lower body and squats, T-Roy. You got to do some extra work. Watch his neck, T-Roy. And I tell you what, that's a vicious move there, my man. That's one of those. That's a guaranteed 15 yards. I don't care what level you playing at.
And
right
he
there.
Still picked up 8-9 yards on the carry.
He came out of that, T-Roy. He fought through that.
What a job there by Mitchell. Over 3 now.
1st down and goal, Rockets.
So after the half the distance penalty, they're going to have this thing knocking on the doorstep again as they're going to be inside the 5.
I tell you what, T-Roy, let's get the freshman a touchdown. How special would that be, T-Roy? Let's get the freshman a touchdown. Picking.
They're going to give it to him. He's going to go right, get a chance. He is denied as he gets really close that time. But Noble, the one thing I like that he did, he had that thing knowing that they were going to try to strip him. He had it very tightly secured. He said, you know what? I'm a freshman. I'm going to keep the coach's confidence here. Going to be wrap that thing up tight.
And I tell you what, he secured the ball, and coach gave him an opportunity. And that's how you reward coach, by securing the ball. It means you'll get another opportunity. And T-Roy, one time there's an opportunity for one player, there's another opportunity. Ethan Patrick, touchdown coming up. Opportunity knocking Ethan Patrick, touchdown.
2nd down from the 4. They give Patrick. Patrick starts middle. Now he'll cut it outside. Now back to the middle he goes. He gets hit by a lot of black jerseys. Now they do a little tush push. And let's see where he'll end up finally after that's all over with. He's going to be down close to the goal line. Looks like they're going to put him down at about the 2. We're to bring up 3rd down.
Whittington.
And I tell you what, let's find opportunity right here. Somebody will get a chance to go in the books and get a touchdown right here. So whose number going to get called? Ethan Patrick may get another opportunity, T-Roy.
May get another shot here. It might be Micah Morgan calling his own number here. Let's see. 3rd down. Snap high, give Patrick. Starts to the middle, and then we get a lot of black jerseys that hit him. Got down close to the goal line before he got pushed back, Nova. He might have inched it down to about the 1. It'll bring up 4th down.
And here's the thing, T-Roy. Once you get this close to the goal line, once you find a hole, you got to put your shoulder pads down in your helmet. There's no opportunity to be able to go in there and try to find a little crease. Once you find a crease, because of all them bodies in there, you got to put your shoulder pads down and you got to run behind the backside of one of them linemen and maybe get them to push forward. So that'd be something for them to be able to work on. They'll get a chance to look at film, but here's another opportunity right here, T-Roy. Go on and put it down. Ethan
Go
Patrick.
challenge your big guys up front. They're going to challenge the running backs. Let's stick it in right here.
Shoulder pads and hammer is all you need, Ethan Patrick. Shoulder pads and hammer.
4th down for the 2. Morgan's going to throw for this one, and he got it. Nice catch there by Sean David. Touchdown, Rockets. In traffic, Morgan zips that one into Sean David for the 2-yard score.
Look at that, T-Roy. We talked about sometimes wide receivers don't want to always block. Sean Patrick said, hey, Coach, I've been playing a fine job of football on both sides of the field. Look at that. Sean Davis celebrating with the coach on the sideline. I don't know if we got a chance to get that right there, but we might have a chance to get that when we come back later. But Sean Davis was on the sideline finna ring the bell right there, my man. Look at him. Yes, he is.
Kick on the way. The extra point is good by Garcia. And now with 8:57 left here in the 4th quarter, Rockets have stretched the lead. It is now 38-6.
At Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee, we've called this state home for generations, which means we've been helping folks protect what matters most for over 75 years. Whether it's your car, your home, or the life you're securing, we're here with coverage that fits Tennessee. Bundle your coverage with us. If you're looking for one place to cover your insurance needs, no one is better suited to cover Tennessee than a Tennessean. Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Tennessee Insurance for Tennessee Life.
See your local agents, Scott Bond or Troy Cashin. Looking to tackle your next big project? At Equip Go Rentals, we've got the tools and the equipment you need. From skid steers, mini excavators, trenchers, and stump grinders to everything in between, we provide reliable, high-quality rentals to help you get the job done right. Whether it's construction, landscaping, or a home project, count on Equip Go for affordable rates, dependable service, and the right tools every time. Stop by our 401 North Horton Parkway location in Chapel Hill or give us a call at 931-364-RENT.
And welcome back. Sean David exuberant after the touchdown. That was a great moment.
See, look at that. I told you you had the vocabulary for it, my man. Look at that. A plethora of words. He got some love from the assistant coach on the sideline. He rang the big play bell. Then he got some more love on the field from the coach.
Low liner taken at the 30, and coverage team gets down there. We'll see who's off the bottom of that pile. That was Chris Rohrball who got after him first. Then he got plenty of help to corral Mr. Trez Brown.
Nick Russell, number 20, in there also, the sophomore.
8:37 left here in this contest, and the Rockets, it's kind of been a war of attrition, Noble. They've just worn down Fayetteville here as they have stretched that lead, and we'll see the cheerleaders now. They're getting a workout.
34, 35, 36, 37, 38. I told you, T-Roy, they could do it.
Done,
yes,
indeed.
You said that's Miss Burnett, right?
Miss Burkett,
Miss
yes.
Burkett, yes, indeed. I apologize, Miss Burkett. Yes, indeed. 38 of them, ladies.
Get the job done. They're going to go ice themselves down because there could be a chance. We still got 8:13 left here. They may get another shot at it. Back to throw. Pressure coming. Getting rid of it. Barnett down the field. Pass incomplete as he was intending that one for Black. Noble, I think he is kind of thinking, I got to get down the field. He had something a little shorter that time, but he's thinking at this point, I want to try to get some chunks.
And 64, Dylan McMacken in the backfield there, the sophomore, Dylan McMacken there, T-Roy. A lot of pressure in the backfield there, T-Roy, and there's going to be an opportunity right here to continue to bring pressure because the Tigers going to come back, and they just throwing the ball downfield. Peel your ears back there.
That's the thing you get the luxury of. They're coming again as they're going to give this time. Coming left, cutting it back up inside, and Rocket defense getting there, a little extracurricular there after the play.
Yeah, and I tell you what, this is when games got to be really officiated, T-Roy. Yeah. When it's lopsided like this, late in the contest, it's got to be really officiated. So here's an opportunity to look at it. You know me, I'm not going to run away from any opportunity to look at it, T-Roy. Watch after the play is over and watch the extra physicality in this contest. See, there's a little shove in the face right there as well.
3rd down and 3. They're going to go a little trick play here, but they give a lot of ground, running around trying to find some help, and all he is finding is a lot of Rockets Nick Russell, Dustin, Jett, and Moore back there. It'll be right 4th down. That was slow developing for Jaden Thomas. He had to give a lot of ground to get back to where he started.
This one you know you got a team beat, T-Roy. Watch this. I want you to watch after the tackle's made. Now watch these 3 white jerseys. You see the 3 white jerseys, but watch the opposing team get upset with each other. This is when you know you have the team beat. Look, they defeated. Look at that. That's when you know the game is over, T-Roy.
4th down, 4 yards to go for the Tigers as we approach this halfway mark of the 4th quarter here. Barnett, turn and give, and getting into the hole, fighting for that 1st down, and I don't think he got it. Let's say no. I want to make sure we get credit for who's at the bottom. That's Nick Russell at the bottom of the pile.
I tell you what, you can give Nick Russell all the credit you want. Yes, indeed. But I want you to see him real closely, okay, one more time, because he was not only at the bottom, he was the first one there. Watch him, T-Roy. He was there by himself, and everybody else come in there. You did a fine job. I told you, you know exactly how to use those words. You gave credit where credit was due. It was Nick Russell taking that bench press from the locker room and bringing it out here on the football field.
And I like it because I really like the story, because Coach Palmer said, hey, Russell was starting in the summer, lost his job, but he said never put his head down, kept working, kept getting better. And when he gets his opportunity, he comes out and shines. So that's how he gets into the starting lineup. Making plays like that is what gets you more plays.
I tell you what, you just said it, T-Roy. I don't know what his story was to get into the starting lineup, but playing like that, he won't ever leave it. I promise you that. And Coach will not look at this film and ever consider not putting Nick Russell in the contest.
Turnover on downs. Rockets will take back over at the Fayetteville 44 as we are under 5 minutes left here. And we got an official stoppage here.
While we got an opportunity, I got number 14, Coach and Matlock on the field, T-Roy. I got number 5, Gage Matlock on the field as well. I got the Matlock and Associates out there, T-Roy.
That's it. McMackin is on the field. That he is up on the offensive line. No, we're going to try to get as many of those young men as we can here that have gotten into the contest. Snap a little high. But we're going to have Grant Todd in the game at quarterback now.
Yes, indeed. Handed off that time to Oakley Pipkin. Also in the contest, wide out on the right over there, number 19, Miller Ratliff. Sophomore T-Roy in the contest.
You think about Todd now, he's getting a chance. That was a close. He actually started game 1. And Coach Palmer said he has played wonderful. I mean, he said he's pushed Morgan, and those guys started out. As you said, Todd got the first snap. So now he's coming in here, maybe get a chance to show what he can do in the final 4 minutes.
Yes, indeed. And I got one more player right after this snap here, T-Roy, to highlight.
Todd going to keep it, and he'll get wrestled down for a loss there. Has good penetration there. I think it was number 5, Jalen Weddington. And there's a loss of 5 there. Wyatt Cormier in the game as well.
Number 26, yes indeed. Pronounce his name for me one more time.
Wyatt Cormier.
Cormier, yes indeed. I don't know if that's French, but I need a little help with it. Thank you very much. Wyatt, number 26.
Loss of 5. It'll bring up now 3rd down. We'll call it 20 as the clock just continues to move here. Rockets don't want to put this one in the air. They're just going to watch that thing go tick, 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 and get out of here with win number 4.
That's the right play all the way across the board. Sportsmanship, and it's proper situational football.
Todd is going to roll. Looks downfield. Fires. Pass is incomplete. As getting it up in the air. Giving that receiver a shot there, and that was Gage Matlock. He was almost able to reel that one in. It'll bring up 4th down.
And here's an opportunity, punting team right here, T-Roy, and get the punt off, go down and cover it, and there's an opportunity for some defensive players maybe who hadn't had a chance to play to come in and play. So everybody have an opportunity to be able to participate in this contest.
Well, that's the thing you like. The guys that work so hard during the week, they get a chance to get on the field, and that keeps you interested once you come back for more.
I want to do more than just make my teammates better. I want to practice with them to make them better, but also want to try to take advantage of an opportunity when one's presented to me.
Well, and that's the thing. As a young guy, you're like, as Tincher gets that one out of there. Bounces and taken on a hop, giving ground, and there's Matlock back there. He's going to make him give some more ground. He's going the wrong way. Now he'll turn the corner. Jaden Thomas making things interesting. We got penalty markers all along the sideline as Noble, he may have started up around midfield, got back to the goal line, and then started coming back the other way.
Chris Rohrbar took the hardest hit of the game, T-Roy. Watch Chris Rohrbar, number 24. He's going to run into the official, T-Roy. Matlock tried to get him right there. Watch Rohrbar. Boom, the official. That's the hardest hit I've seen all night right there. And an excellent job over there on the sideline securing the tackle.
Officials trying to get the license plate of who got him that time.
We got a rocket all the way on the opposing sideline, T-Roy.
Looks like Jet coming back this way, and we'll see who else is down. Let's take a quick break. We'll return here. Under 2 minutes left in the contest.
Lewisburg Animal Hospital is Marshall County's premier small animal veterinary hospital. As part of the community since 1977, our 4 doctors and highly skilled team offer preventative care, internal medicine, general surgery, and ultrasound. In addition, Maggie Rue Pet Retreat and Grooming Salon is located adjacent to the hospital and offers a full-service grooming and lodging for your companions. Give us a call to schedule an appointment. Lewisburg Animal Hospital is proud to be your other family doctor.
When life gets full, Highway 99 Storage makes space. From everyday storage needs to your biggest seasonal projects, our units have a wide range of sizes to give you room for it all. Need a home for a camper or a boat? We've got secure parking too. And when your belongings need extra protection, our climate-controlled units keep them safe from heat and humidity. Highway 99 Storage, your space, your way. New units are now available. Call 364-5678 or visit highway99storage.com and rent online today.
Braden Bourne, the injured Rocket, he is able to walk off the field under his own power. And now Fayetteville will begin here as, well, they won't begin as they got a little too anxious there as they'll take a 5-yard penalty on the illegal procedure.
Fayetteville will be a 5-yard penalty to bring up first down and 15.
And for the Tigers, this has been a penalty-filled game for both teams. 70 yards in penalties tonight for Fayetteville. That is their 9th penalty of the game. Back to throw. Barnett going to air it out. Throws it down the center of the field. Got a man back there. Incomplete. Off the hands of the diving Black.
Ball's incomplete.
And boy, he made a great effort there, but I like the throw from Barnett. He has been big time tonight throwing the football.
It was money. It was money. Watch the throw. Jacob Tincher in coverage there, T-Roy. Look at that throw. And that's money right there, T-Roy.
And like you say, pretty good coverage there. Black's got some great speed, but it would have took a perfectly thrown ball to complete it, and that was almost the perfectly thrown ball.
And it was. And the speedster that you have there in Black. And I tell you what, you talked about Tincher being a speedster. Tincher was right with him, T-Roy. Right there with him, blanket.
Personal foul on the Tigers will back them up 15. And a little frustration beginning to take effect now. Under a minute left here, as Fayetteville will drop to 1-4 on the season. Rockets will move to 4-1. Timeout taken. We'll take a quick break as well to hear from some of our fine sponsors.
Accounting doesn't have to be complicated. At Morehead Cheek PLLC, we offer expert tax preparation and planning plus reliable accounting services for individuals and businesses. Whether it's April or any other month of the year, we're here to keep your finances in order. Find us at 303 North Horton Parkway in Chapel Hill or call 931-246-4425 or visit moreheadcheek.com. Morehead Cheek PLLC, your partner in taxes and accounting, every step of the way.
Hey, and welcome back. Before we get started, I have got to take a moment. We would not be able to broadcast this game tonight. We have got to send a huge thank you out to Mr. Clint Bowman at Clint's Air Care. He allowed us to take his generator with us tonight. Fayetteville did not have any power on the opposing sideline this year for us to use. he graciously stepped up and made it possible for us to broadcast this game tonight. So thank you to Mr. Clint Bowman, Clint's Air Care. Take our hats off to him. He's not only takes care of my heating and cooling and all of that, but he's definitely taking care of us on the broadcast here tonight.
And that's all that goes into a broadcast, and that needs to be mentioned, T-Roy. There's a lot that takes place. A lot of folks usually that's behind the scenes that's making something happen. So I appreciate you taking the opportunity to shout them out.
Fayetteville after the penalty. 54 seconds remaining. Barnett pump fake. He'll step up, got plenty of pressure as he'll heave it, pass deflected. Nicely done. Good job. That was Russell again.
And I'm glad you said it. Who was that, T-Roy, that deflected that pass?
That was Nick Russell again.
And I told you, Nick Russell play like that, he'll never come off the field. Coach will be able to see this game. That's the sophomore, T-Roy. Watch this. Watch Barnett. He going to step up in the pocket, think he got a little drop off there, and shows the athleticism there. Nick Russell.
Tiger shaking up on
another Tiger down.
Tiger's shaking up, so they're going to attend to him. Noble, let's keep it here for just a moment. We want to thank all of our fine sponsors here tonight. Again, we could not do it without them. They make it possible for us to be out here each and every week. We certainly appreciate them, and we encourage you, if you're watching our program, look at our sponsor list. Go to the website, go down that list. There's some contact information there. We've got a lot of folks that provide a lot of services for you. Please get out and stop by, support these fine folks, because they have supported us for a long time and helped us to be able to broadcast these games for you.
Back and forth, T-Roy. It goes that way. At the end of the day, everybody's pouring into the student athletes, right?
Yes, and this community, that's the great thing. This community really supports everything, every program that you see. We talk about, try to every week now, with the youth football. You see great support there. Nova, we may be able to, on Thursday night, may be able to bring you we're looking at possibly doing the middle school championship game that the Rockets are involved in. They're going to have to go to Westwood on Thursday night, so we're looking into that. Want to give those young folks some much-deserved credit as they've had another great year. Coach Palmer getting it done at the, we'll say, the big league level, and he's getting it done at the middle school level as well. As they've reached the championship, we'll get a shot at a crown on Thursday night.
That's all right. So they got it all. And last week you had the little folks out there, so I don't know what you call that, welterweight or whatever that was, but you got heavyweights, middleweight, so that's a fine job. And I tell you what, my man.
You talk about heavyweights. We're getting a heavyweight in next week. Sequatchie County, who disposed of Cascade tonight. You step into the region race, and you can make a statement very early at home.
Now, and I could be wrong, T-Roy. I seen a couple clips of Cascade. They got two supreme athletes at wide receiver. And when I say supreme, they running almost that West Coast offense that you and I grew up looking at, that Bill Walsh setup where you throw the ball 5-yard slant and the speedsters take it to the house. I seen two of those for Cascade, and for you to tell me that Sequatchie did what they did to Cascade, Sequatchie is somebody you may want to be prepared to see come next week. That don't. I know. I just want you to be prepared that Sequatchie must be better than.
We're 5 games in, but this season has been really strange, is because you think you're beginning to get a feel on things. Sequatchie gets hammered by South Pittsburgh. Now, take nothing away. South Pittsburgh's probably going to win another Class A state championship, but they beat them 40-6. And you're thinking, okay, Marion County beat them last week. You're thinking, yeah, it's not surprising if they lost, but maybe the point margin. So you're still trying to figure out, and then they come back here tonight and hammer Cascade. So really trying to figure out what's going on here as the pass caught there. That's, of course, punter turned wide receiver Peyton Greenwood on the catch.
T-Roy, I got a Dallas Smithson. He's a freshman, number 77. He's playing in that interior line on the defense for the Rockets. So number 77, Dallas Smithson.
I guess they ruled that incomplete.
Final score tonight.
And that will do it. It took a while, but the Rockets able to get it done. They gave up only 6 in the first quarter. That's the big story of the night, Noble, I think. They win this game by a final of 38-6. They take Fayetteville, as we said, to 1-4 on the season. Rockets now move to 4-1 with a trip from Sequatchie County coming next week. We're going to take a break. We'll be back to give you your final stats, and then we'll wrap it up here from Fayetteville. Once again, your final, Rockets win it 38-6.
In Chapel Hill, healing starts at home with P4 Physical Therapy. Located at 5228 Nashville Highway, P4 is proudly owned and operated by former Rocket Logan Hollingsworth, who is dedicated to serving his hometown with the latest in physical therapy care. From sports injuries to post-surgery rehab, P4 offers personalized treatment that gets you back to what you love. Call 931-922-2140 or visit p4physicaltherapy.com.
Hey, there's my girl. Who's that?
Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. Ream Heating Equipment was designed to bring affordable comfort to any home. So no matter your budget, we can help you feel comfortable, even when you can't be comfortable.
Oh, come on. Yes, let's go.
When it's time for a tune-up or a new HVAC system, contact the trusted pros at Clint's Air Care for expert service and installation.
Forrest Sports on TC Sports 1 is brought to you by The Real Dr. J, Dr. Jeffrey Jordan at Advanced Eye Care Clinic, by Elite Electrical, John Dippold and his fine team, by Farm Bureau Insurance, Auto, Home, Life, and Health, by Apex Bank, a top performer by the ICBA, by Brooks Grocery, where you'll find your next favorite food, by Quint's Air Care, your certified Ream dealer, by Moorhead Cheek PLLC, Matt Moorhead and John Cheek, by First Commerce Bank, your first choice for hometown banking, by Highway 99 Storage, now renting new units, by J&J Automotive, your one-stop automotive shop, by Lewisburg Animal Hospital, your other family doctor, by Mac Equipment, parts, sales, service, and rental, by the town of Chapel Hill, moving forward with strong tradition, by the Ric Flair of Lawn Care, take Garvin at Garvin's Ground Control, by P4 Physical Therapy, Logan Hollingsworth, and by Equip Go Rental, your home for equipment rental.
And welcome back. Rockets, as we see, getting to celebrate here in Fayetteville as they win it by a final of 38-6. Convincing win on the road here tonight. Moves the Rockets to 4-1. And again, you get set now. You dip into the heart of your schedule. That next 5 are region contests, and you get 3 of those at home, last 2 on the road. So you want to make hay at home, Noble. It begins next week, and it will be a tough one as Sequatchie County will roll in.
And with that being said, you already know at the Rock, it'll be rocking, T-Roy. So not only does the community support their student athletes, but just like anywhere, you certainly support a winning squad. So with them continuing to put up numbers like they putting up and playing the way they playing, good team ball on all 3 phases, because tonight you've seen it in all 3 phases.
Unofficially now, Noble, Quincy Mitchell over 300 yards tonight. Ricky, I think, had him at 27 carries for 308 yards. He is now officially, after 5 games, 1,225 yards on the season. Think about that.
I tell you what, I thought about it. 1,225, I thought about Christmas. How about that? Young man just got baptized. I thought about Christmas, my man. So 1,225, yes, indeed. But I tell you what, young man, that's special. That's special. He's had quite a week, my man, and you should tip your hat off to that young man. All the great things that's coming his way, well deserved.
Folks, we are going to Ricky, of course, got us straight. We're going to wait for his official stats. We'll have those out for you on the website if you'd like to go out and check those out. We're trying to do a little region wrap-up every week, get you the scores out there, and get you the stats for each and every week. So we'll have those up on the website for you. Again tonight, Rockets get the job done. Big win here tonight. We want to thank Mr. Jay Schilling for coming out on his birthday here tonight as he turned 19 and he's here doing TC Sports 1 work. So we want to thank him. Of course, as always, Peter Wilson does a wonderful job. You see him with the great replays every week. He stays right on top of everything. Of course, best in the business to my left, Mr. Noble Mays. Missed Mr. Ricky Sweeney, but we will have everybody back for you hopefully next Friday night as Sequatchie County begins region play, as they will call on the Rockets. Encourage you to get out and support the Rockets next week. They're going to need a big vocal crowd as Sequatchie County rolls into town. Until next time, this is Troy Cash, and have yourselves a great night, everyone. Once again, your final score here from Fayetteville, it's the Rockets 38 and the Tigers 6. Good night, everyone.